because they can't.
I did it on national radio.
Yeah, all these guys did it one day.
My mother tried to open her yap to me. I told her, shut up.
Well, you know how it is. When you were about 30, you pulled an earring out of your ear because of your mother.
My mom gave me a hard time.
His mother was coming over to dinner. He took out the earring.
I remember that. Yeah, it's funny.
I did. So I know what you're going through, but at some point you got to break the chain. It's hard, though, for him because he is supported by his parents. Yeah. I hear you. You still got that diaper, though, to meet Catherine McPhee.
I can't believe Jenks lived at home till 40. Is that true?
He'll be back.
I know it's...
Oh, Jenks ain't going anywhere. All right, hey, Eric, I got to go.
Okay.
The Jenks family knows not to change the room.
I'm sorry your parents gave you a hard time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go figure out what you can do to meet Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, you got to do something. Call us and tell us what you're comfortable with, okay?
Okay.
All right. I still say tying you up to a bunch of balloons would be funny.
The fall is what?
The fall?
You won't fall. Don't worry. You ain't going anywhere. We're going to have you in this room. The highest you can fall is maybe 10 feet in this room.
You're not getting that high.
You're not even going to get that high. If we get you, with 100 balloons, if we get you 2 inches off the ground, it'll be a miracle. And plus, the feeling of flight must be unreal. I mean, to lift off the ground, it'd be like a superhero.
You might never want those balloons to go down.
I'm flying. Look at me, way up high. I'm Balloon Boy.
See, you'll be a superhero.
Yeah. My balloons keep me in flight.
You can fly over the city and solve with your balloon.
Able to leap nothing.
You'll never flush me down the toilet now with my balloon power.
Try mailing me, will you?
Hey, Artie, how many of the Yankees have got injured this weekend?
I didn't hear you over Fred's insane
music.
Insulting music of your... What?
What was your question?
How many Yankees have you lost so far this weekend?
Dude, don't worry about it. In October, we'll be there. Like always.
As far as I know, the A's have only had one injury.
Yeah,
so
well,
what? Nobody cares.
Yeah,
and they'll be watching the Yankees at the end of the season.
If you become Balloon Boy in here, Catherine McPhee can be your Lois Lane. What do you say?
I don't know.
Come fly with me. You can fly her. Remember that scene in Superman where Lois goes flying with Clark? She'll fall in love with you.
I don't think he can hold her. The balloons can barely hold him. He ain't taking over a flight. If you tie balloons to yourself, you can fly with me.
I'll show you how.
It's simple.
Could 100 helium-filled balloons lift him?
You gotta do that.
I don't know.
I doubt it. We can bet on it. We'd have a good time.
I think.
Are we talking the small balloons or like weather balloons?
Weather balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Weather balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, forget about it. I thought we were talking Mylar.
No. I got to make it safe. Got to use weather balloons.
Or maybe just like party balloons, like Elmo balloons.
Right. No. Mylar balloons.
The weather balloons, yeah.
Mylar balloons.
That's the silvery ones.
Those are called Mylar balloons?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
See how big the weather balloon is.
You're looking up weather balloons?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how big they are.
Well, you've got a lot going on with your computer.
I just like to see a bunch of birthday party balloons flying there.
Hey, I got to play a bunch of tapes. Hey, Eric, I got to go, man.
Okay.
I'm sorry with your parents. I mean, they got to lighten up a little bit. You know, you're having fun. You didn't do anything wrong. You measured your big deal. Tell them you didn't really measure it. They don't
What
know.
do they want you to do?
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're trying to have some fun. Life's short. All right, thanks.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye for... Oh, that's his sign-off.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Said well, my friend. Did you hear who's back? Riley Martin. What is it, Gary?
It's, we're getting so much stuff, and I don't have breaks to talk to you about it. So if you go to Gary Preview page 2,
yeah,
it's sort of a three-part Eric thing going on there. First, it starts out with a voicemail from Tabitha Stevens saying that won't let her him.
Doesn't want her.
And then it follows up with a voicemail.
Can you imagine?
Eric calls and lays down the rules. I think he's ready to accept being put in a balloon chair. And then that finishes up with the Jerky Boys call about putting in a balloon chair.
All right, wait. Let's listen to all three parts.
Hey, Will, it's Tabitha Stevens. How are you? You know, I'm getting a little bit upset here about Eric the Midget.
Eric the Midget won't.
You know, I think what I should do is maybe have him come on the show and meet me so I can be in front of everybody and kind of like, you know, have Eric take a look at his body.
Right.
And then have him maybe touch my face with his little hand and then take his nice, wet little mouth. Maybe you...
Did you play this for him?
No, we're playing it for him now.
Where is he? Get him on the
What a giving
phone.
girl. This is why she's an angel.
I thought she's awesome.
If you were Eric the Midget, you wouldn't just do her?
I'm thinking about doing
that. You know, because then that would make me wet. Then I could get him to take those little hands and stick them in my... I mean, that'd be pretty... Then he could just finger bang me until I come. And then he could take his fingers out and stick them in my mouth. Hopefully he would have a boner by then. Then I'd have to take my hands after I spit in him and jerk him off. Hopefully he'll come in my hands. If he does that, then we'll move on to the next Hotel City. That's right. I'm going to have to take that guy.
Hold it a second. Hey, Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you listening to this?
I only heard a little bit.
Right, I'll start it over again for you, okay? You're out of your...
Everybody's jealous of you.
Evidently, you're driving Tabitha Stevens nuts because you won't do her.
Right.
Listen to this. I'm starting it over for your benefit.
Hey, Will, it's Tabitha Stevens. How are you? You know, I'm getting a little bit upset here about Eric the Midget. You know, I think what I should do is maybe have him come on the show and meet me so I can be in front of everybody and kind of like, you know, have Eric take a look at his body and then have him maybe touch my face with his little hand and then take his nice, wet little mouth on my... Maybe he would like that, you know, because then that would make me wet. Then I could get him to take those little hands. I mean, that'd be pretty fucking hot. Then he could just finger bang me until I come.
You could finger bang her. You hear this?
Yeah.
I keep listening.
And then he could take his fingers out and stick them in my mouth. Hopefully he would have a boner by then. Then I'd have to take my hands after I spit in him and jerk him off. Hopefully he'll come in my hands. If he does that, then we'll move on to the next Hotel City. That's right. I'm going to have to take that guy. We got to see. So let's see if our buddy Eric can handle me, Tabitha Stevens. Bye.
Dude. That didn't get you a little worked up?
No.
Lying dog. Then you're
but
gay.
she says she's right. She needs to be in here to enticing him.
She says he's going to finger me till I shut. Did you hear that? That doesn't sound hot to you?
No.
He's not here. He's not seeing her.
He's such a liar. You know what? I'm going to make you move back to the lake house. That doesn't turn you on.
Then she's going to take you to a hotel, dude. She's not even going to be finished with you in here.
Let me hear this message from you about accepting the balloon bet.
Hey, Will, this is a message to give to Howard. I will accept the balloon strapped to the chair.
No, we don't want to strap it to a chair. We want to strap it to you. I don't want you floating in a chair. Chair's not going to lift off. We want to float you. You want to be free of the chair. You're going to fly.
No. I'm not strapped in balloons straight to me.
Why?
Just because I'm not doing it that way.
Well, how am I going to get a chair to lift off the ground?
A simple lawn chair can lift off the ground.
No. You know, there was a guy in Los Angeles, I don't know if you remember this, in the 80s that did that in a lawn chair, and he got stuck over L.A. for hours. I'm not interested in that. What I want to do is have you actually levitate. I want to get you at least 5 to 6 inches off the ground.
Then that's not going to happen.
Sure it is.
Then you're not meeting Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, well, then you're not going to have Tabitha Stevens or Catherine McPhee.
Oh, well.
Whose loss is it? We'll be sitting here with her. You'll be at home listening. Whose loss is it? We'll be sitting here with her. You'll be at home listening.
How many balloons did this guy... All we got to do is tie a weather balloon.
A weather balloon.
What did the guy say, the expert?
Well, from what I understand, it expands to whatever you need it to.
Oh, good. I want to get you about 6 to 10 inches off the ground.
No, I'm not doing it that way.
No.
Who needs to float a chair?
Why do we need a chair? Yeah, I mean, I don't even understand the chair. Don't you want the feeling of flight?
I mean, maybe we'll even let you walk. You know, we'll get you just up on your feet.
Yeah. What if we just get you 2 inches off the ground so that you can walk?
No.
Your little legs can move.
How many weather balloons would I need?
I think just one.
I'm tying one balloon to you. I'll put it on your belt.
Up you go.
See, I want to tie like 4 weather balloons to him.
Yeah.
So that he's like Superman.
Like he can stretch out?
Yeah.
He might go into outer space with 4
And then we just blow on the balloons like with fans.
And get him out of here.
And move him across.
Yeah.
Blow him around the building.
Eric, you got to do it.
No.
We'll put you down to Scott Greenstein's office.
Yeah, I'm going to float you down to Scott Greenstein's office. We'll give you a show.
I'm not doing that.
We'll float you into Tim Sabian. You can have a meeting.
Right. Oh, Eric, please. I can't have you in a chair. That's not cool. What's with you in the chair?
That's the only way I will accept it.
We
Well,
can't fly a
forget
chair.
it.
We're not doing that.
We're this close to getting Catherine McPhee in here, too. I'm sorry, but I have to insist that we float you with 4 weather balloons without a chair.
And we'll leave the balloons on you when you're with Tabitha.
Why is a chair better? Explain that to me. Why is a chair better?
I would just feel safer sitting in a lawn chair with a harness on and a helmet.
Helmet?
You know what ruins fun,
You're
Eric?
2 inches off the ground.
Eric, you know what ruins fun? Safety concerns.
Really?
Yeah.
That ruins fun. Helmets.
I'll acquiesce to the helmet.
The helmet is great. A great idea.
Yeah, in fact, we'll put a propeller on that helmet. We can work that in just fine.
Baseball has never been as fun as it used to be with helmets.
Right.
No, I understand his concern for a helmet. This guy's talking about, flight.
What's he going to damage?
Your body's almost useless. I don't know why you're so concerned about it.
Oh. My body's useless too, Eric. Don't worry about it.
What's it done for you?
No, seriously, Eric?
Guy has all these chicks chasing after him. He'd be hot.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think the chair is a concern. I would definitely be safe about it. We would check with experts.
You'd be harnessed to the balloon.
Right.
You're not coming out of there.
Besides that's going to add more weight to the thing. We'd have to add more balloons.
Plus, you're going to be in a helmet. I mean, you're going to be fine. Are you there? I mean...
Can we put him in a Superman outfit?
What are you going to wear?
Regular street clothes. I'm not wearing
come
any.
on. You got to wear...
You're a superhero.
I am not.
I demand a cape.
You won't wear a cape?
I want to wear a cape.
No, I do not.
Up and away in my beautiful balloon.
Do you sing at all yourself?
No.
No.
Say hot pants.
He's kind of got a James Brown thing. That's why I was thinking he could front the band.
Can you play the trumpet?
Smoking.
No.
Now, let me negotiate with you. What if we float you in a baby crib?
No, nothing.
A bassinet.
High chair.
What if we float you in a bassinet?
A basket.
Yeah, like the one.
No.
All right, look, Eric, here's my final offer. What if we float you in a pizza box?
No.
Or that bag that the pizzas come in. You're like when they keep them warm. There's a
How
little padding
about
on
a
that.
little itty-bitty bed?
How about we float you in a cup?
No.
All right, no, in all seriousness.
Like a little, like a flying carpet kind of thing.
In all seriousness, yeah, you have to wear an Alibaba outfit. Hey, Eric, seriously, I'm not trying to, there's nothing this, but I want to float you on a weather balloon, but I don't really want to put you in a chair. I think it would be an added burden. And I think it would be safe. I mean, we'll get experts. We'll strap you in. You're not going to be more than 3 or 4 inches off the ground, I imagine.
You're going to like it. You're not going to want to come down.
Believe me. I think you should just give it consideration before you just say no.
See, yesterday he was saying no to the balloon. He needs a day to think about it.
Right. All right? Just think about it.
Maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah. It won't, you know, it'll be fun, I think. Won't do anything to...
I'd love to fly.
We could arrange that. If Eric goes, I think we ought to float you in a balloon, too.
See, Eric, I'll go with you. We'll fly together.
Robin will fly with you. What is it, Bobo? What do you want to add to this?
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah.
You midget faggot. How could you not let Tabitha... How much longer you have on this planet? Enjoy your... Come on already. And stop...
Hey, Bobo, can we float your wig?
That might float.
Eric, what about what Bobo says? You're being a... Why not enjoy your life?
Really? How much longer you have, man? 4 years.
Eric, what do you think of what Bobo's saying?
I am just getting so sick and tired of this. Leave the thing with Tabitha Stevens alone. I'm not doing it. Take it off the table.
What?
What?
I'm tired of being asked by you and everyone else to do Tabitha. I'm not doing it. Period.
Hey, dude, I'm not doing it to... I'm trying to offer you a chance to get laid. Or a hand job.
And she called in. We just thought we'd play you her message.
Dude, you're the one who's putting a roadblock on that.
Between you and all the... or half of the people on MySpace, I'm getting tired of being asked that question. I'm not doing it.
Look,
you have to do it.
MySpace account. What do we have to do with that?
We didn't have to tell you to open a MySpace account. I just don't understand how he couldn't do it. I mean, a nice hand job from Tabitha Stevens, please. A hand job? You wouldn't want her warm fingers wrapped around your little back and forth till you explode in a moment of ecstasy?
No.
Wow. Whoa. Until you hear that little gurgle come out of you?
Oh. Oh. I'm coming. Oh. Here comes my pygmy load. Oh. Oh.
Well, anyway, I tell you what. When I get Catherine McPhee in here, which I have to now, we're going to launch you into space.
You know, Catherine said she wanted to see you fly. That's the only way she's coming in.
Will you sing I Believe I Can Fly while we're flying you?
I believe I can...
All right, Eric, let me finish this message that you sent.
Stunt. Only thing is you can... Nothing any more degrading or can be added to it. It has to be done as it was offered. You guys cannot up the stakes any, or I'm out. The other thing, there's got to be more of a prize than just meeting Catherine McPhee.
Oh.
And I will go over that with you later.
What is that,
Number 2 is there absolutely has to be safety harnesses on this chair and at least a construction helmet on my head.
Of course.
And it'd be done the day before she is to come in the studio.
Right.
That way there's less of a chance of her actually, hearing it or, knowing it that it happened. All right? Like I said, I'll talk to you more about it later. Bye for now.
What's the more of a prize?
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, for this to be the absolute last stupid thing that I have to do for the show.
Well, that I can't guarantee you. I mean, I could always put offers out to you.
Well, next year there's another Idol season.
Yeah. We're going to do more than float you. That Superman cape's going on. If there's a really hot Catherine McPhee type. All right. So what do you want? You want a kiss from her? Is that it?
No, not that. Just.
You want a hand job from her?
I can't arrange that. I can't get you a hand job with Catherine McPhee.
Wasn't expecting that.
I mean, if that happens because she just is turned on, fine.
I want one from Simon.
What do you want to do? What do you want to put your fist in her? I can't arrange that.
No.
Then what do you want? Tell me.
No.
Then what do you want? Tell me. I could probably get you a hand job from Taylor Hicks.
Could you put your little head in my...
Yes.
Clay Aiken will fist you.
No, thank you.
You want a hand job from Taylor Hicks?
No.
All right, then what do you want? Come clean.
Well, for starters, my roommate would have to be coming with me. So,
all right, I can make that happen. Go ahead.
And he just started the new job, so to get time off, he'd be losing some money.
Oh,
here we go.
Hand in our pocket.
No, Eric. Here's what's going to happen. Day before Catherine McPhee gets in here, you're going to come in. I'm going to strap you up to a weather balloon.
You're going to fly.
And you're going to fly. With your helmet on. No cape. I agree to that. I agree to the day before because I understand you want to...
Present, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to fly. I think you should fly right over to the couch, Catherine McPhee, but that's you're entitled to your dignity.
By day 2, you'll be able to work the balloon pretty well, I think.
Yeah. By day 2, you could navigate yourself over to the couch. And you really don't have much negotiating posture here. I could just take you and strap you to a balloon. I'm being a nice guy here.
We're telling you beforehand.
That's right. All right, so the day before, you'll float on a balloon, and then when Catherine McPhee gets in here, you will be seated next to her on the couch. I'm going to try and get her to touch you, and I'm going to try and get her to give you a kiss on the cheek.
See, I think all that's doable. She'll hug and kiss him.
And I'm going to try and get her to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow to you, Eric the Midget. That is what I can work out. If these conditions are acceptable, this can all happen.
Right.
All right, you take that, you think it over, discuss it with your people, and get back to me.
Calling all my people. Emergency meeting.
If you need to discuss it with your fans on MySpace or whatever, I think it's a reasonable offer. I think once you're flying, you might even enjoy it.
You might never want to take off that balloon.
You never know, man. One small step for man. One giant leap for midget kind.
I think it'll be a great segment.
You've always wanted a job. You'll be flying around. You can do calculations.
You're the Amelia Earhart of this show.
You could do traffic reports.
We could have a traffic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Eric in the balloon.
No, Eric on the balloon.
We're backed up on the Major Deegan.
Now, I could have made this a lot worse. I could have made you sing like the Lollipop Guild while you were flying, but I didn't. I'm just curious to see if we can float you, that's all.
Right.
All right. Get back to me, okay? I still don't have her secured anyway. This is all in theory. Thank you.
But it would make us work a lot harder if you were going to fly.
Oh, I would kidnap her. The thought of you in flight just makes my heart sore. And I think you're going to love it. You want to know what I think? I think when Catherine McPhee gets in here, you're going to want to be on your balloon.
Show her your powers.
Why? Because you're going to be able to fly, my friend.
Yeah.
Seriously, Lisa, you're a hot chick. If you saw a guy flying, wouldn't that turn you on?
Oh, yeah. Superpowers.
Right. Like X-Men.
Yeah. Be Jackman Jr.
I'm flying. I could be Wolverine.
I'm Balloon.
I'm the human balloon. What do you think?
Move over, Chuck Yeager.
You think his super name should just be Balloon?
I'm, she's Storm, he's Wolverine. I'm Balloon.
What if there was like a lightning storm, and Eric, and he merged with the balloon, and he became Little Balloon? What if he became Balloon? And he just flew and kicked. Well, I love you, man.
Don't know why you have to act the way you do towards me, but
I don't even know why either. I'm a sick, depraved human being. I really am. There's really something wrong with me. I just love you, man. I would love for you to meet Catherine McPhee. I think it'd be a good show. All right.
Okay.
Hey, do you know this guy, Derek the Midget, who claims he's better?
Yeah, I know that's Sal.
No. Derek the Midget. He says he's Tabitha Stevens right now. Derek, is that you?
Hey, hello, Howard.
What's going on, Derek?
I'm right now, and Eric, you don't even know what you're missing, you fag midget.
Tabitha.
Sal, you should feel this. Feels like Jell-O. You'd love it. Okay, Sal. This isn't Sal. Do the balloon thing, but Howard, add a few balloons. Eric has sausage. This is not Sal. How about Sal walk into the studio right now?
All right. Sal, walk into the studio right now if this isn't Sal. This will prove it once and for all.
Right. Come on in, Sal.
And I'm still on the phone, just
all right.
in case.
Here's Sal.
There you go.
See, that was Sal.
Revealed.
Well, there you go.
That was Sal in the studio.
You should do the balloon thing, Eric, and fly out of your parents' lives once and for all.
All right. Thank you, Derek.
Goodbye.
Eric, anyway, get back to me and let me know. I think we're close to getting this done, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. That is Eric, who is sometimes known as Eric the Actor, Eric the Midget.
Eric, considering flight.
Eric considering actually being the first midget to go in flight on a balloon. What is it, Richard?
If you're interested, that Jerky Boys call is hilarious because it deals with the same thing that we're talking to Eric about.
Really? Where? I've never heard that. Where is that?
It should be right under those voicemails.
Yeah, it's a classic.
You want to hear this, Eric?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's great, Bob. Let me talk to the wife, and I'll get right back to you. We'll talk about this silly balloon shit. I'll get together with her. We'll square it away, and we're trying to make a surprise for this.
Okay.
All right, there, Bob. So long there, sailor.
It gives me an idea, Eric. What if you have some dogs at your feet while we do?
So long there, sailor.
No.
We'll get those special gates so you don't fly out of here.
I love that the guy actually gave him a number. About 200 would do.
Yeah, Nicole, you're on the air.
211 inches.
Hey now.
Hey now.
What's going on?
Hey.
I really think that I want to come on and Eric.
Why? What did he do to you?
No, he didn't do anything to me. He's doing stuff to himself. Like, he has the dream. He has a chance to see American Idol and touch
He knows what he's going to fly.
And you know what? If he no, I don't want to do it. Why does he keep calling?
He wants to do it.
He's negotiating.
He's negotiating. He's thinking it through. Give him a chance. For Christ's sakes, let the man have his dignity. Mike, go ahead. You're on the air in Cleveland.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, here's a little suggestion for you. When Catherine starts singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you got to have a montage for this TV show of Eric flying around on this balloon.
I'll actually be floating over the rainbow.
That's our video.
So why don't we get like a rainbow prop, and then when Eric's in flight, he flies over the rainbow. Right. We can mix that into the video.
Awesome.
All right, thank you.
All right.
That'd be good, Eric. You fly over a rainbow.
No.
Why?
What do you mean,
Come
no?
on, she's singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
All right, enough of this.
So long, sailor.
All right, Eric, I'll talk to you later. You think about it. I think it's cool. I think we understand each other, all right?
I think we'll get a good show, and you'll get to meet Catherine.
Right. It won't be anything. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool, actually, to fly in a balloon.
You can tell everybody you're a pilot.
All right. Hey, thanks, Eric.
Okay, talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
What's your slogan again?
Bye for now.
Bye for now. All right, bye for now. He's coming around.
I think so. I don't think we're far apart.
Did we do all the news?
No.
What else are you covering?
Stop taking us on these tangents.
I think you're too nice. You should just go deal or no deal.
Well, you know what? I understand his hesitation. He wants to make sure it's being done properly.
Hey, you can't hardball him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric the Midget. There's probably some Eric the Midget moments.
Oh, sure. He made some great calls.
In fact, I will include on the big weekend of first, Eric the Midget's first time on the show. What do you think of that?
I love the first time he got angry at you.
That was the first time he was on.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hello. I think he's because I said on the wrap-up show the other day that I don't believe he has a sense of humor. And he left me a voicemail saying that he's laughing. We just can't hear it.
Oh, all right. By the way, Eric, everyone is so excited about the fact that, and hopefully we'll have Catherine McPhee in here, that you're going to meet her, and that as a result of you meeting her, you will be suspended from balloons several inches in the air. Everyone very excited about that.
Well, you know what?
What?
Al and Richard screwed it for you.
Well, not for me, for you, it sounds like.
No, that bit they put together and you played earlier, there's...
What bit?
The one you just played of that song, I guess.
Less than an hour ago.
Oh, the
one where you're flying?
Fly Me with Balloons.
Fly Me with Balloons? That great song?
That plus the prank call where they used my voice.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was great, Eric.
That was great. I told you have no sense of
humor. That
humor.
was not great, you big-nosed retard.
What?
You have lost all chances of me doing that balloon stunt by playing that by those two retards.
Let me tell you something, Eric. You will absolutely fly in this studio. Yes, you will. Oh. You will. I know you. I know you better than you know you.
You're just upset right now.
You're going to calm down, and you're going to be thinking about sitting on that couch with Catherine McPhee.
Because you were flying up until you heard those, right?
That's right.
Hey, can I ask Eric something? Yeah. Eric, tell me what the process is, because you call here in the morning and you get all right, and then during the day, either you think about it or somebody talks sense to you, and you come to your senses, and then we get the email at night or the voicemail at night that you're okay with it. And then the next morning you're like, who calms you down?
I think the MySpace account people who write in and go, Eric, come on.
Right.
You really are that offended by that song, Fly Me with Balloons?
No, it's the bit.
No, this one he doesn't like.
Fly me with balloons so I can meet Catherine McPhee. I'm a miserable midget who is only 2'3".
That one, right?
That one. Are your ears clogged or something? I said that one plus the prank call to the balloon shop.
Which one do you hate worse?
What do you
what retard?
What?
Which one do you hate more, the balloon shop one or the song?
Both of them, you big nose.
Wow. Which do you hate worse?
I hate them both equally.
All right, because I'll play them both equally then. Why would that bother you?
Because I'm sick of...
Listen to me. Stop being so sick. You're on a roll here. You're on a roll. You got Tabitha Stevens who's dying.
Yeah, somehow you've worked her into a frenzy.
Yeah, I mean, she wants you to take your hands and put them in her, and she wants to take you to a hotel and bang your brains out. I mean, you got that going on.
I don't want to go where a million other men have gone before.
Whatever. Keep putting down the one woman who wants... That's intelligent. You're calling me a moron, but...
That's a winning strategy.
Yeah, you know, when a girl wants to bang me, I compliment her. I don't put her down. I don't see any other broads looking to bang me.
Who's lining up for that duty?
Yeah.
Don't play hard to get.
Right now, you're America's #1 midget. That's pretty...
Artie, if they make a Austin Powers 4, you could play Fat Bastard's Italian cousin, Fat Loser.
Everyone's trying to get in on the roast, I'm noticing.
Roasting you.
Yeah, baby. That's not bad.
All right, Eric, You will come in here.
You will fly.
You will fly.
No, I won't.
And if you're lucky, I won't make you wear a cape.
And the Yankees will be the A's this week. Thank you, Eric.
And call me tomorrow with an apology, by the way. I don't like some of the names you called me.
Big nose. How dare
how dare you?
I'm not calling with an apology.
No, you will. Because you know what? You're going to sit down. You're going to think about it. You're blowing your chance to meet Catherine McPhee.
Over something silly.
I'm going to let you put your hand on her leg. I'm going to let you give her a kiss on the cheek. And you're going to get to interview her and talk to her. And probably become very close friends with her. Because she'll think you're cute, and then she'll let you come to all the concerts. And I know you're not going to blow that. You're going to be a man. You're going to get on that balloon. I'm going to take 4 balloons. I'm going to suspend you and fly you like Superman.
That's not going to happen.
It's going to happen, Eric. Don't tell me what's not going to happen.
Are you going to have a balloon on each hand?
I'll have a balloon on each wrist. And a balloon on each ankle. And he will fly like Superman.
We were in the office yesterday just cracking up about when you were going to put the balloons under each arm. We had him like walking like a marionette. Hey, if you want, Howard, if you go to Gary Preview page 2 in the upper right-hand corner, now that Eric's... the guys put together, what if you were in the movie...
Oh,
let me hear that.
All right.
Coming this summer, Operation Midget Balloon, starring Eric the Midget, Catherine McPhee, and John Davidson.
What's your problem, Kaczynski?
You're everybody's problem. That's because every time you go up in those balloons, you're unsafe. I don't like you because you're dangerous.
That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous. That son of a... I feel the need for speed.
Coming this summer.
I agree with you. That.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are we playing that?
Yeah, that was bad.
We got to preview
I mean, at
everything.
least we should be funny when we're
Yeah. I'm with Eric. I don't like that bit.
Eric, we'll never play that again. You don't even have to ask.
Yeah, Eric, don't worry. That bit won't be heard again. I promise.
I wish none of them would.
Some of them have to be played.
How are people going to know you? We have to keep you alive in some way.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow when you apologize to me. Thank you.
Your name.
Can I let him go get started?
Yeah, let the girls get started. I'm going to play a couple of things that are going on. There's a lot of big news.
Thank you.
There's a lot of big news going on. First of all, the Eric the Midget stuff. As long as we're here, it's nighttime, let me just tell you, Eric the Midget has left me a scathing voicemail.
I was thinking, I woke up this afternoon, I said, we didn't hear from Eric today.
We heard from him this afternoon.
Okay.
I am prepared to play it for you. Eric the Midget is on fire.
Yeah?
He is on fire. Now, you're going to hear Eric reference a couple of things. Oh, that ice is going, Artie.
I love the sound of some ice.
Yeah. See, Eric the Midget. I'm busy looking at the girls. I'll never get a show done. Any little distraction makes me nuts.
Yeah, as soon as they started shaking that ice, you were like, forget about it. Radar, ding, ding, ding.
I was just thinking we should put the bar outside of here in the green room. And,
maybe you want to put them in...
Yeah. Anyway, what was I just saying?
Eric will reference some things you were saying.
Okay. Hey, Eric, Gary, where's the Eric song that he got all upset about? Do you know what page that's on?
He's got a mouthful of food. Wait a minute.
It's on page 2 in orange.
What is that? I really couldn't understand you.
Page 2 in orange.
It's a lot. Page 2 in orange.
Gary thinks you're...
In orange.
All right, so here's the Eric the Midget song that he's all, worked up about.
Fly me with balloons so I can meet Catherine McPhee. I'm a miserable midget who is only 2'3". Look at me, everybody. I'm the first flying Ewok.
So he doesn't like that. He doesn't like the prank phone call they made using the... Ganji, we're doing a radio show. It's too noisy over there. You're talking too much.
He's talking to them?
Yeah, he's talking to the girls. He's throwing that rap. How's it going? What's going on?
Hello, Carol. I'm not talking at all.
You're not?
I'm just,
You're directing the girls.
I'm just trying to help them get settled.
Eric the Midget his voice was used in a phony phone call, and he's all worked up about that, too.
Hello? It's me, Eric. Eric? I will accept the balloon strapped to the chair stunt.
Just a moment. I need to transfer you to the balloon person. Just a moment.
All right.
Hello?
You know what? I'm getting so of being left on hold.
You're not on hold.
I'm getting sick of this.
Wait. Hello?
I will accept the balloon strapped to the chair stunt.
Okay.
There absolutely has to be safety harnesses on this chair.
I don't have anything to do with safety harnesses and chairs, so I think you have the wrong number. Goodbye.
This is getting ridiculous as hell.
I have no idea. What is your name?
Eric.
Your name is Eric.
I've had it with you guys.
Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think I am? No?
Hello?
I'm getting sick of this.
Well, I think this conversation seems to be a bit abusive. Do you have any other information to give us about what it is that you desire?
I will accept the stunt.
Stunt?
Doesn't that make sense to you? Or you bring that and you get that?
Just a moment. Very odd.
You don't know what you're talking about?
I have no idea what she's talking about. What is she seems to be asking for a stunt.
I do, but I think she has the wrong number, and she doesn't seem to understand that.
Yeah. Who are you trying to call?
You know what? I'm getting so of being left on hold.
Yeah, well, you're actually not on hold.
I was on hold for 2 hours and 59.
Huh. Well, it wasn't ours. That you weren't on hold with us. So I don't know why you were on hold. Okay.
Wow.
Bye for now.
I don't know why he's upset about that, but he's like on fire, and now he left this voicemail as of a couple hours ago.
Okay.
And here it is, Robin. It's going to shock you.
Uh-oh.
It may be the strongest Eric the Midget message yet.
Hey, Will, it's me, Eric. All I have to say after yesterday and today's song parody, man's song that was played, there's two things that will happen before I come in there and fly. Hell freezing over, and there's not a in hell that I'm going to subject myself to that for that big nose of a boss of yours. Nope, not going to do it. In fact, you want to know what I'm going to do later? I'm going to call Catherine for the very last time and congratulate her on her contract signing, and then warn her against appearing on this show. I don't give a if that means that I won't get to meet her or it lowers my chances. I'm going to do what I can to ensure that she says to Gary the next time he calls, nope, not going to work here. Okay? Stern ruined his chances of having me and her on his show. So, bye.
Oh, my goodness.
That little midget. He wants to go to war with me? I give him Catherine McPhee's phone number.
And he's going to use it.
Yeah.
He should throw away the number. He doesn't want you.
Yeah. He's going to fly. I guarantee he's going to fly.
He's going to beg you to fly.
And we will get Catherine McPhee in here. Why, you little... He will fly. I see the drinks have been served. Isn't that the greatest message?
I gotta get some. Can I get some food right now before I have my favorite Babe Ruth story, Howard ever?
In the book?
I don't know if maybe I haven't gotten to it yet, but you tell me if this is in the book. He is playing the White Sox, right? And the White Sox say, okay, it's a day game. When he gets into Chicago, we're gonna take him out and get him loaded. So he played for day. So they take him out. They're drinking all night. He's stuff. He's completely. He shows up. Miller Huggins almost doesn't put him in the game. The manager shows up. Oh my God! Look at him. He didn't even sleep. 3 home runs.
Wow.
the White Sox, and the White Sox are walking past him after the game. He yells out, "Hey, where are we going tonight?"
Oh, my God, that's great. Well, Lee, congratulations on the book.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, and Lee's book, The Big Bam, is available in stores now. Babe Ruth was called, yes, it's true, we learned this in the book, his nickname was Nigger Lips.
But we doubt if he was called that more.
That's right.
Than Hank Aaron or Jackie Robinson.
All right, yeah, we had a whole debate about that. Hey, thanks, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Later.
Bye-bye.
That's Lee Montville.
A roommate that he had in his early days claims that as a gag, Babe Ruth would go into the shower drunk while the guy was showering and on his back.
Really?
Whoa, he's like a little bit like Richard and Sal.
And a documentary, this old guy is so funny because he was a scrub on the team, so they put Ruth, he had to babysit Ruth, so he's like, yeah, and I was lathering up, and I feel a warm stream on my back, and I turn around, and the babe is urinating on my back, and he laughed. Boy, he thought that was so funny.
Maybe that's the thing you learn in the orphanage, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't sophisticated.
Yeah, maybe everybody did that to Babe, and he decided, hey, now I can do it to you.
Yeah, oh, man. Here's a guy named Sean. He came in with those girls who got suspended from the CFL. Let's just hear what he has to say. Sean in Canada, go ahead.
All right, Howard.
Give us the real story if you can briefly, because I don't know if everyone's that interested in it.
Okay. Well, I'm a representative from Fame Media Group, and the original idea of the girls coming in was to promote 2 of our fitness events, promote the FameWorldTour.com website, and give you a proposal about our August 19th event and talk about it. So that was supposed to be emphasized that they were Fame fitness models, and I guess it came across more that they were CFL cheerleaders, and they originally didn't really want that promoted. The CFL kind of doesn't want to be associated with the controversy, and I guess the link was provided on the Howard Stern website, so people were quickly able to deduce what team they were from, and in turn, the team that they were from didn't like that and suspended them. But
and that's something. You know, here we are trying to help them by giving them a plug for their teams and all that other stuff, but people will always use that against you.
You know what, Howard? We told them to go on there, be a fun interview, and do it with...
yeah, they were nice girls. They didn't do anything embarrassing. They were fine.
I don't think so either, and I think this is a little bit silly. So for now, they're suspended, but we're hoping people get behind them on this. And we're hoping the CFL realizes this got them some exposure.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think they did anything way out of taste. I thought they were just...
No, their hearts are in the right place. If anything, they were on there preaching virginity.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. And tell the girls I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything works out okay. Give us an update, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, Sean, thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Very uptight. I wonder if they're still virgins.
You think they went and banged because they got suspended?
They were both hot, but that one with... Oh, my God.
See, she could have been Mrs. Artie Lang.
Yes.
Yes.
She doesn't care parties and therapy.
For at least a weekend, Robin.
Right. Let's go to, Eric the Midget's on the phone? I thought he's not calling in anymore.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Eric.
Hello.
What are you doing on the phone?
Well, I called just to see if Will got the email, and he said that you might want to talk to me about it, so...
What email?
Well, it was something I wrote this weekend that Will said that he gave it to you.
I haven't seen all that. Wait, Gary just... It goes on and on.
Oh, geez, a long email?
I'm so sick and tired of going through so many messages from so many people saying everything from I'm a fag for passing up Tabitha to, oh my, how long is this? How many pages is this? How many
pages?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 typewritten pages.
Forget it, Eric.
Can you sum it up in 2 sentences?
What the hell? Can you put it on tape like the Babe Ruth book?
What is it you want from me? Listen, you're completely insane about all of this stuff that's going on. I offered you a woman.
Sane one for offering that to me. It's not going to happen.
Sorry for offering you a chance. I mean, gee, what? I don't see anybody else offering you anything.
Now he's upset with you for offering him something?
Gee, how about thank you, Howard? No one in the entire world has ever tried to deal me a hot chick with a great...
Read the gratitude section. You'll see why I don't thank you.
The gratitude section.
Hey, Howard, he must...
No, I'm not going to read this.
Read page 8, section 2.
He must have typed this out really fast. There's some grammatical errors in there that are hilarious. I highlighted in there.
Read chapter 14 of my memo to you. What's the matter? Couldn't you reach the thesaurus?
Yeah.
Read.
hold on, Eric, while I try to fix my megaphone so I can goof on you.
It's been going out lately.
Check.
Wait.
Did you come in here and sabotage my megaphone?
He's hiding inside it.
First of all, has anybody else offered you a chance to meet Catherine McPhee? No.
No, but how come last year when you gave me the chance to go and meet Carrie Underwood and the other idols, I didn't have to do anything idiotic to do it?
Well, we're not going to keep giving you stuff for free.
Yeah, but hooking you in. First you give a free taste,
Yeah.
and then you hook someone in.
I had to get my Sal's balls dipped in my face to meet a hot chick one time.
I mean, you're
Of all the
outrageous.
people who would have re-brought that up, I thought it wouldn't be Richard.
And you know what? You know what's weird? Well, what did I ask you to do? I said we're going to, I didn't ask you to do anything. I said I'm going to give you the gift of flight. I'm going to tie 4 weather balloons to you and let you fly across the studio.
That's all.
Yeah, like my goal in life was to look like the character from the Living Color Handyman. I don't think so.
I think it's funny, and it's fun, and it's not
funny. It's
sure it is.
idiotic.
Paul Newman did it on David Letterman.
Yeah, come on.
Big deal. Paul Newman, one of the most respected actors in the world.
You're the only one who doesn't want to fly.
I'm going to get you some flight. We're going to put a crash helmet on you like you requested.
You know what? If I was to show up there, I'd show up with a pellet to pop all the balloons.
No, you wouldn't, because I'd rip it out of your hand, and you'd fly away. You're ridiculous.
What kind of you
Well, he would
And
need
by
that.
the way, you agreed to go up in the balloon.
Right. You know who we're talking to tomorrow, Eric? We're talking to a woman who actually flew Paul Newman.
Yeah, she's going to tell us how it's
She
done.
did her on the Letterman show. She flew Paul Newman in balloons around the studio, for
Is
real.
that right?
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, if you're interested,
So stay at home.
yeah, in his
I was sitting at home and then getting tweets and emails about the movie director Kevin Smith bad-mouthing me.
I saw a little bit of that.
I was choosing to ignore it.
What happened between the two of you?
Here's what happened in a nutshell as far as I'm concerned, and it just seems ludicrous. The guy's a weird guy. I mean, I don't really know much about Kevin Smith.
But you were friendly.
Friendly. I had him over to my house one New Year's Eve, my
That's
apartment
what I'm
for a
talking
party.
about.
And even that was weird because after I had him and I was trying to, he was a guy from Jersey and I was trying to develop something of a friendship. He was like, why did Howard have me at his house? It was weird. I don't know. Here's what it was. We used to have him on the show.
Right.
And a nice enough guy. I liked him. I had to ask Gary to refresh my memory even. I don't even, think about it. Anyway, so we'd have him on the show. And the weird move there was that a lot of times his publicist or somebody would call a lot to have him come on the show.
Oh.
So you and I were on the air, and I said, gee, Kevin's publicist is calling a lot. Something to this effect. This is 100 years ago. I said, geez, it's a little much. So he took that as a great insult that I, that I revealed this.
Oh, dear.
And he made the announcement that he was never coming on our show again.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I insulted you. I didn't mean to insult you, but all right, you're insulted, and that's the way you tantrum. Why don't you just call in and say, hey, what's going on? But whatever it was, fine. He agreed. He agreed. He's the one who stopped coming on our show.
Right.
I didn't stop coming on the show. I didn't tell him not to come on the show. He just made a decision. I'm never going on that show again. And then he would do the Opie and Anthony show. He would do the I'm show, according to what Joy Behar has him on coming up Friday. And she sent me a piece of video of him talking about me.
Okay.
And so he would go on these shows, and he wouldn't really badmouth me, but he'd give me the backhanded badmouth. He'd go, oh, I'm not feuding with Howard. First of all, he is feuding with Howard, but I'm just not feuding back with him. I didn't even know I was in a feud with him. He didn't want to come on the show. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? First of all, I don't really have directors on the show. The only one I'd have on is Ron Howard, who's known as, Opie, and he's also known as Reggie Cunningham.
Yeah.
He's well known. He's like Alyssa Milano, He was known more for his acting, and now it's kind of cool that he's a movie director, and he's done some incredible movies, incredible mainstream movies. And I don't really have directors on all that much. I had Ivan on a few times because I know him from Private Parts, obviously, and I have a tremendous affection for him.
James Cameron.
I had him on once. I wish he'd come on again. I mean, this is the guy who made Avatar. You know, that was like a huge thing. And Terminator. I don't know what Kevin, Kevin makes some small movies, and it's fine. I got no problem with that.
I actually looked at one of his movies the other day. Didn't even realize I was watching one. It was called Cop Out.
There you go. Good for him. So, he decided not to do my show anymore. So he hasn't been on in years. And so it's been so long that I didn't even remember any of this. I am telling you what Gary told me this morning about the whole thing. And so, like, he didn't come on. And then he'd go on these shows, and they'd ask him about me. And he would say, in a backhanded kind of way, I don't have a feud with Howard. But, I really like going on shows where they let me talk.
Treat me with respect.
And treat me with respect. So what he's saying is, my show doesn't let anyone talk, and my show doesn't treat him with respect. And I wasn't aware of this, and it's fine. I don't have any problem with Kevin Smith. I think he's a very talented man. He wrote a script for a Superman that I thought was tremendous. I went on the air and talked about it. I don't know. I don't do that for everybody.
Right.
But, there was no pleasing him. He's obviously got a bug up his ass. So anyway, he stopped coming on the show. Fine. I somehow my career succeeded without his help. And anyway, out of the clear blue, like 3 days ago or something, he calls up Gary and announces that he wants to come on the show, and he's free on Wednesday. For this Wednesday, yesterday. He's free in 3 days. So Gary comes to me and he goes, listen, we're all booked up, and Kevin Smith wants to come. I said, well, and he goes, and maybe it'll be interesting because you guys have been having a feud. I said, listen, what's interesting, I'm not in a feud with Kevin. I don't know Kevin all that well. I tried to develop a friendship with him, and it was awkward. I mean, he started over and over again with, like, why'd you have me to your apartment? I don't know. I thought maybe there'd be a friendship there. I don't know.
Just being nice.
I was just being nice. And he called after 7 years, decided, I want to be on the show, and, clear the decks and let's go. And I said to Gary, well, if you're booked up, I mean, I don't think it's all that interesting to the audience that Kevin hasn't been on the show in 7 years because he decided not to come on.
Nobody was saying whatever happened to Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, and quite frankly, I really don't even know what he's up to. I'm not aware of him all that much. I'm sorry. I mean, the ridiculousness of it is that I'm mad at Kevin because he doesn't put me in his movies. I mean, so now so now it became a thing where he was telling people Howard won't put me on the show. And then he started, Howard's a bully, he's been saying. And I'm like, how did I bully this guy? I don't know. I'm a bully. He started attacking like a tantruming child who says, I can't get on the show. I'm going to attack Howard. And that's like me saying, I'm going to attack Kevin because Kevin hasn't put me in his last 5 movies. I mean, I don't know.
All right, and it's like calling and saying, all right, I'm ready to do my close-up.
Yeah, and I mean, like out of the blue, like he's ready. I'm not. I mean, I'm sorry. Forget it.
I'll be on the set in 10 minutes.
I didn't know I have to be attacked in some weird way. So anyway, when I went on Twitter, everyone was like, you've got to have Kevin Smith. Like, I guess his fans were, you got to have him on. I go, I'm sorry, we're not having him on. And he's happy doing shows. If he's happy doing shows where they're going to let him talk and not ridicule him.
Why come here?
Why come here? Because we could probably say something that might be offensive to him.
Get him all upset.
Right. I don't want to do that. Listen, I really am not in a feud with the man. Gary told me that he had been calling quite a bit. And I don't know, is that such a bad thing to say? And I said, hey, we got to space out the visits.
This is what I can say. He never called me, but his
publicist. That's what I explained.
Yeah. But he took it very personally.
Right. So, okay, I'm sorry. If that's offensive, what can I tell you? I apologize, but, that's the way it was.
Well, do you think it was a situation? It could have been a situation where Kevin said, to his publicist, I'm going out, I'm doing some publicity, want to do Howard, want to do this, I want to do that.
Maybe.
And the publicist was really trying to make it happen.
I don't know. How many was he really calling a lot, Gary?
Which time?
The publicist, back 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had a lot of, he does a lot of stuff. He does talks, he does movies, he does comics.
Right.
So we would get him pitched fairly often.
Right. So I said, hey, we'll have him on, when we're ready. See, he's not in a feud with me, but now he's bad-mouthing me on the Joy Behar show, talking about that I'm the popular kid, and then you come over and I'm one way to you. I'm two-faced. He has no feud. There's nothing wrong with me. But Howard's two-faced, and when you go on his show, he humiliates you, and he doesn't let you talk. If that doesn't sound like a guy bad-mouthing me, I mean, come out and say you don't like me.
I don't think it's a I don't like you thing. I think he likes you too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a strange thing to do to a guy you like.
Well, it's when you can't have the girl. You bash the girl.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm mad at you because you won't put me in your movies. I should have been in every one of your movies.
Now he's going to send you those scripts.
Yeah, that's not right. You won't let me on your movie. It's like, you won't let me on my show. Well, you won't let me on your movie. What is this? We're busy. And now I certainly won't have
Who
one.
we have on? Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Well, we did. We were busy. No, we had on Jim Brewer yesterday.
Jim Brewer was yesterday.
Yeah. And, sorry. And I wanted to spend time with Jim. I mean, isn't this something?
Isn't this something?
What is it, Jeff?
Who are you talking about, Kevin? Who?
I know.
Well, I'm sort of having that feeling over here. Like, does anybody really care?
Probably not. And that's why I even said, should I bring this up? Because it's probably giving him more attention than it merits. I mean, it's so now I'm going to be
like, could you explain to us who this guy is you're feuding?
Yeah, and now it's going to be like, once I give something energy, then it becomes something. You know what I mean?
But it's really like, wait a minute, you still haven't explained to us who you're talking about.
Exactly. He's a movie director, but...
You can't even, name a movie.
Well, I'm bad at that, but I'm sure other people could. What is the movie?
Well, he's the guy from Clerks.
Clerks. All right. There he is.
That was in 1994, right?
But he's known for, being, what is it, right. Bob and Silent J or
Bob
whatever?
and Silent J, yeah.
Yeah, not the movie he did with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Nobody knows him for that.
And everyone's waiting to, hear him on our show.
You want to know what you talked about with him, Howard, the last time he was on?
What?
I'm looking at the notes. Howard hasn't allowed Kevin on in a while. He wanted to come in, and Howard has been saying no. Howard doesn't think people care about Kevin. Robin is sure they don't.
Oh.
Robin says he's a cult guy. Howard
is.
Howard says people in cults don't make any money. And then it says Kevin is no M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, that's funny stuff.
Actually, now he is.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen, I like Kevin.
I do, too. I enjoy his movies.
Yeah.
Is the Kevin who again?
Kevin Smith. Okay. I mean, you woke up after 7 years and decided I'm okay, and you're ready for your moment.
And believe me, I don't mean it as an insult that you still have to explain to the audience who he is.
Right.
It's just, he's not James Cameron.
No. And quite frankly, it's a lot of work to try to describe who someone is, when they're sitting here. And I'm a terrible person because I don't put him on. But then again, he doesn't put me in his movies, so shouldn't I be angry with him?
Like I said, I watched Cop Out.
I'm angry with every director who hasn't put me in a movie.
I watched Cop Out the other day, and I enjoyed it.
There you go. You're gracious. Thank you. What is Cop Out?
It's with Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis.
There you go. You loved it.
It was cute.
Good. See? Very positive. What can I tell you? I have nothing against the man. He's a very nice guy. I think a very talented guy. Was it cute or you loved it?
It was cute.
Cute. All right. Well, you're cute.
I give it 3
You're
stars.
cute. So that's a compliment. Ay vey. What can I tell you? I was just quite tickled by that yesterday as I was sitting home tweeting. And then all of a sudden I got barraged with Joy Behar, Kevin Smith's fans, about what a dickhead I am for not having him on. And I was like, okay, whatever. What am I going to tell you? I wish Kevin well.
Kevin's doing well.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I would never subject him to this show because we're such hateful people who cut him off and don't let him say what he wants to. You know what? Why come here? It was just so silly. And I know I shouldn't give any of these things attention because when I start giving it attention, then all of a sudden...
Then it becomes something.
Right. If I ignore it, it becomes nothing. And it just feels weird because I have no animosity toward the man. And I'm sorry I broke his heart. You know, I'm not looking to break anyone. I'm not The Bachelor.
You're in this for all the right reasons.
I should say, Kevin, please, please, I'm here for the right reasons. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do a radio show and earn my living and do what I think is best for my audience. And you're doing what's best for your audience.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
has to make casting decisions when he's shooting a movie. You can't just let anybody in.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you let Fred be the star of all your movies? I'm mad at you. You won't let Fred be in your movies. I'm making a casting decision. That's exactly what it is. He knows from that. Oh, my goodness.
Not right for this part. There's nothing wrong with you.
Everything is so complicated.
I want to talk about Bill Murray. Fingers crossed, Howard, but they swear that there's a good chance he's calling in today. He's nutty.
Hey, Bill.
Howard.
Look at this.
Bill Murray.
You know Robin.
I met Robin once over by the river.
No, actually, we danced together once.
How do you forget a moment like that, Bill?
We were backstage at a concert. Steve Winwood.
I don't remember that.
How do you forget a moment like that?
Oh, Bill, we were having such a moment.
And what was Bill doing?
He was backstage on the side of the stage listening to the Stevie Winwood concert and dancing, and we were sort of dancing next to each other.
Slow dancing or fast dancing?
Fast dancing.
How far did you get with her, Bill? Did you kiss her? Did you feel her up?
See, I just remember this one time down by the river.
Ah.
I don't remember the river. What was I on?
Oh, there was some sort of something. I remember temporary trailers or something. There was some sort of a show over by the waterfront on the river there.
It was on the waterfront.
Bill, first of all,
that was it.
let me first say how thrilling it is to actually have you on the show, even if it's by the phone, because I'm a huge fan, like everyone is, and it's an honor to talk to you.
Well, where are you doing your show from? Whatever happened? You used to be around, and then you went away. What happened?
Disappeared. I'm now in hiding.
Where do you do your show from?
I do it in New York City.
Weren't you doing it from Philly once, or am I imagining that?
No. I used to be on in Philly. We had a syndicated show.
And we used to visit there every once in a while.
And we would visit, but we do the show from New York. Where are you?
I'm down south.
What are you doing? You sound miserable.
No, I just was watching the news, and it's kind of, goofy news.
Were you getting depressed?
It's not depressing. It's just that you find these things out so much faster. Like it was Egypt is already over, and now it's Libya and New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah, who can keep up with it?
And Wisconsin. And and you got to pick one. You got to pick one to be interested.
Which way are you going?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Bill, are you tortured by show business?
No.
I sometimes get that feeling because this is all based on nothing except from what I read, and I get drips and drabs because, like, whenever I see something about you, I'll read and make sure I'm up on it because I'm always curious. But you always seem to me to be like one of these tortured artists. Like you hate Hollywood. You don't want a manager. You don't want an agent. You don't go by any traditional rules of the business.
You don't live in Hollywood necessarily, do you?
Well, hate is a strong word. It's just what you need. There's a lot of I only lived in Los Angeles one time, and it was for about 9 months. And they have flowers that bloom at night. There's night blooming jasmine. That's really the high point. That's really about as good as it gets. But it's just too crowded, and the quality of life isn't so good. I always like, I come from Chicago.
Right.
And if you're an actor in Chicago, you've either got to go east or west. And so I went east, and I ended up in New York, and I like New York. I mean, I like the energy of it. In Los Angeles, you have to be sort of a self-starter, and I'm a basically lazy person. So I needed to bump into people to actually have, thoughts enter my brain, sort of creative ones.
Do you think that there's something unusual about you, that most people who are in your business, filmmaking, they would almost be paranoid not to have a way to be reached? You've completely secluded yourself. In other words, I mean, I've read every famous story about you where you'll get offered a movie, and for months you won't even hear about it because no one can get a hold of you, and no one can get a commitment from you.
Well, I'm on your show this morning, so it's not like I'm in deep hiding. It's not like Bin Laden or anything. But it's, I've just found that if you had an agent, your agent will say to their secretary, "Get me Bill Murray, call him." And they will call your house, and they'll let the phone ring forever.
Right.
Forever. And you're sitting there in the house going, "I don't want to answer the phone." And the phone will ring 79 times. And you think, what kind of person would do that to anyone? And it's just someone that is afraid to walk into the office and say, "I can't reach him." They'll let it ring until lunch.
But I would think you would want the offer because, let's say it's a great movie.
Why don't you want to answer the phone?
I mean, I've heard you've missed out on actual good movies because they can't get a hold of you.
Nah.
Not true.
Well, you tell me the good movies I missed out on, and I'll let you know. There's been a couple that, would have been, that I knew were going to be good movies, but, I would trade the lack of irritation for the odd movie. I don't think I've missed anything. I think if people really want you, they find you. So
right. And how does one go about finding you? In other words, if there's no publicist to call, let's say I have a script that I think is great for Bill Murray.
Well, Howard, you're just going to have to devote the rest of your life to to that.
I have to chase you down.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's interesting that he says if they want you, they find you. There's very few people in Hollywood who think somebody's looking for them.
That's true.
Well, that's a thought.
Well, I'll tell you what. I read a story about, like after Saturday Night Live, the thing I read was that even originally Ghostbusters was written for Belushi. Belushi died, and then they said, "Hey, let's get Bill Murray."
Uh-huh.
And then after the huge success of Ghostbusters, Bill was offered, this is crazy to me, you were offered the role of Han Solo in Star Wars.
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't remember that?
I never heard that one. I like the job Harrison Ford did. I'm happy with him. I hear these stories all the time. It's I was offered the Pope, being Pope too. I turned it down. They just couldn't reach me.
I mean, that's really true. You've only heard that story, but you never heard someone say to you, "I want you to be Han Solo."
Well, the papacy can be a hassle. I've heard that one lately, Han Solo. I heard Batman too. But these are all just.
Do you think you're a genius?
No. I mean, genius. No. I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm as good as anyone in my neighborhood.
Was the highlight of your career Saturday Night Live in the sense that you got to go on every week and do a comedy sketch, get it right on the air? I mean, movies maybe frustrate a guy like you. You're so good at improvisation.
No, movies really suit my attention span. You've got to do a take for 90 seconds or so. That's about as long as I can hold it together. But Saturday Night Live was really, I won't say anything about it except it was great fun.
It was?
But I was just still, I was just getting better. It was a great education, Saturday Night Live. Just like Second City was a great education. So that's really the, if any, calling someone a genius is like, yeah, right. But I really had great teachers and great education. So when I came out of those two places, if you really did Saturday Night Live for a few years, you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah.
And the Second City thing on top of that, it just made you very, sort of responsible for what you do, and you don't take yourself too seriously. So.
Were you in that same weird boat that when you got to Saturday Night Live? I remember your boat was the weirdest because Chevy left, you had to take over. And everyone hated you at first because they just wanted the original cast and no one wanted to give you a chance. Do you recall it being like that?
Well, like you say, hate is a strong word, but, you know, there were a lot of people that were funny on the show. I was basically the second cop for the first, you know, few months I was there anyway.
Right.
So it wasn't like anyone was getting, you know, was losing sleep over me.
But was it a horrible experience and pressure to sort of have to prove yourself to the world and say I'm worthy?
It's not dissimilar to like when I first went into Second City, when you're the new guy on the stage and no one wants to work with you because you're an unknown quantity. You know, they want to just work with the writers want to write at Saturday Night Live, wanted to write for the people they knew. They didn't know me. So
did you end up writing most of your own material?
Well, I ended up writing some. I mean, that's how I sort of broke through a little bit, as I wrote something with Tom Davis. And
did you ever go to Lorne Michaels and say, I find this impossible, no one wants to work with me, can you help me with this? Or did you just sit there and suck it up and take it?
Well, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? He's got other things to do than worry about me.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
I would have gone crying and say, no one wants to play with me.
You're an emotional slob. You know,
I am.
Yeah.
Do you like Lorne Michaels?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a complicated character, and he really has gotten really, really good at that job. I mean, as good as he was back then, he's a million times better at it now. He really is good at the job.
And because his strength is he finds people, puts them together, and keeps that show on the air.
Well, he keeps the people together, you know, which is really the hard part. I mean, there are infamous people in the comedy world that had all the talent and alienated them, and they went away, you know. But he's managed to keep good people, good writers, good actors, and good technicians. I mean, good cameramen, good lighting guys. That's a tough building to keep all the best guys in one room.
Do you still watch the show?
I'm not very regular. You know, when you work on Saturday Night Live, when you work on Saturday Night for years, you're kind of pleased to have it off. You know what I mean?
Are you? Why? Because, in other words, it brings back bad memories, or you just want...
no, it's just that it's Saturday night. You know, it's sort of free. But I watch it. I catch up with it. I'm not as organized as sitting through it. It's, pardon me. It's a lot easier to, like my friend Jim Downey will like make discs of. He'll just send me a disc of. You got to see these ones, and he'll send me discs of the best sketches and so forth. But I think they're...
He sends you sketches that he thinks are good. Does he send you any that he thinks are bad?
Why would he do that?
Well, because
he's not like that at all. He doesn't say, "Look at this crap."
He doesn't.
No, he's one of the funniest people in the world, and he's, you know, Lorne. That's one guy that Lorne has kept on the show since I was there. We started the same week.
Are you upset that Lorne gets to repackage these shows and sort of redistribute them through CDs, DVDs, the specials, and constantly take your work and do it over and over again? And I would imagine you get no residuals for that, right?
Well, I don't think about the residuals too much. I mean, I just hope that everyone that needs money will have it, you know.
But do you get paid from that?
Well, I got a check once for 1 cent.
Right, and I believe
I really did. I really got a check for 1 cent once. But I don't pay a lot of attention to those things, and I know that someone's making real money on it, and we kid about how we've created you know a college fund for Lawrence kids, but you know he's worked very hard, and he's been very you know he has to take you know the credit for getting the show made. You know. He has to take the credit, and you know, there's people making money. There's at all levels of it. I just hope that everyone all the actors and all the writers that ever need money, and whenever that becomes the case, you know, Lorne make sure that everyone's okay.
Do you think he's doing that? I think you're saying that somewhat sarcastically. In other words,
I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm saying
he's not going to some of the old writers who are probably living in a.
You know, he's a nice Jewish boy from Toronto, and you can, you know, he's vulnerable to guilt, and when people need help, he helps them.
Does he do that?
That's to my knowledge, he does. I mean, I've seen it happen. I know that it's happened.
Is there a reason?
I mean, he could spend all day looking for people to help out, you know.
Is there a reason you don't host Saturday Night Live more often? I mean,
I've done it a couple of times. I like this group they have now. I think the group they have now is very, very, very good. I like these actors. These are the best actors since the first group, I think, this group they've got.
Are you in touch with Aykroyd?
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's my friend for life.
The only one, another guy who's so brilliant, I feel he's underutilized. Do you sense his frustration at all when you speak to him?
Well, he goes through. He has a different life. He has a much more interesting life than many people. He has a lot of interests.
I know, with the aliens.
Not just vodka. I mean, he's selling this vodka, this Skull bottle vodka.
I know. I have some of it.
All right. Well, he has a lot of different kinds of interests. You know, he's sort of, you know, he's kind of interested in the English history, you know, and the life of the old English people. And
in other words, he doesn't need show business to keep him happy. He has so many interests.
He has a lot of, you know, he's interested in ghosts, for heaven's sake. You know, he's in that whole paranormal world. He has a lot of different interests. He reads a lot. He likes to get on the road. He likes cars.
The one guy you didn't like was Chevy. That's it, right? The other ones you like.
You know, I'm okay with Chevy. You know,
heard
Chevy
you're not.
and we had our dust up on the show, but that was almost Oedipal, you know, or I don't know what the hell that was. That was Greek, whatever that was.
Do you see him now? You don't see him, though.
I see him. I see him. I see him at least, you know, usually once a year. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but that's because I've been busy. But he's funny. I mean, Chevy is funny. And Chevy in life is funnier than almost everyone. He can really make just walking around funny.
Yeah, so no animosities.
Huh?
Did you make love?
Well, that's what I wanted to...
Bill, did you make love to all of the women on the show? You know, Gilda...
Well, yes, of course.
You did? Were you...
He's not being serious.
Of course he is.
No, there's a couple dying when I say that. No.
You didn't make love to any of the women on the show, or you got some of them?
Oh, well, you know, it was a different time, you know, when, you know, love was important. Love is not important any longer. We know that. It's just about money.
Is it really? Are you bitter from all your marriages and divorces?
No.
You are not, but that sounded like a bitter statement. It's all about...
Oh, no, I was making a joke.
I don't think so.
Sometimes we make the jokes. It was just they were, you know, women are funny and men are funny. Ask a woman, they'll tell you men are weird, and you ask a man, they'll say women are strange. But I like women. I'm okay with women. You know, they're challenging, you know, but...
Are you a tough guy to be in a relationship with?
I don't know. I mean...
I think you're eccentric. Right?
I don't think so. Howard. I don't think I'm eccentric.
Well, we read these things every once in a while about you in a golf
cart. You
cart.
Can't believe what you win. You can't believe what you hear in the paper all the time.
All right, but let me understand something.
I think I'm a barrel of monkeys.
Like, I had Ron Howard in here. Okay, this is an example of where you get the reputation of being difficult. Ron Howard's in here. We're talking about movies and stuff. And there was this story about how you had a script that you loved.
Yeah.
You went to Ron Howard and you said, Ron, I want you to direct this script.
And I knew this would come back to haunt me. Yeah, go on.
No, and he read it and he said, you know, Bill, it's not for me. I don't want to direct this film. And you were so upset with him that it's completely ruined your relationship with Ron Howard. True or false?
Well, false, because I never really had a relationship with Ron Howard.
Oh.
But I liked his movie. I think he made a movie called Eat My Dust or something like that. He directed, or Jackson County Line or something like that.
Right.
He directed a movie, and I thought, hey, that's good. That's pretty good. You know, he can do this. So I went with him with this movie called Quick Change.
Right.
Which is a movie we ended up shooting in New York. And I said, you know, why don't you do this? And he said, I don't get it. There's no one to root for. And I thought, that's the craziest Hollywood jive ever. I mean, and I shouldn't say jive, but that's like a term that doesn't spring from any place.
Right.
For me, you know, and I just thought, well, that didn't make any sense to me. And I was chagrined to hear that, because if like guys driving fast on dirt roads is somebody to root for, and this one wasn't, I see I can compare them.
All right, but it's fair to say...
I like him, and he's a nice person.
Yes, and it's fair to say that, hey...
And I enjoyed him in The Shootist with John Wayne, too.
Yes.
He's had a very long and very successful career.
But
and
Bill,
that was just an instant, you know, that was a moment.
But it is fair to say that someone might not get the script. For whatever reason, it wasn't his cup of tea.
Well, yeah, but it was what he said.
You felt it was...
It wasn't like I got a pass on it. It was like there's no one to root for, and that was just the one that was just landed funny. It was like a boomerang inside your mouth.
So you have to be careful what you say to Bill Murray. Like, if I was hanging out with you, you will evaluate me, because you can detect horseshit when you hear it.
Well, everyone thinks they can.
I see.
Now, do you remember the one time we were photographed together?
I have it hanging on my wall.
That's hilarious. And the third person in the picture is?
Governor Cuomo.
I tell that to people, they can't believe it.
This was the craziest thing.
It was a Live at 5 moment,
I was
right?
so nervous. I was Live at 5, which is a local NBC show in New York. It's the news show.
And the guests that day were me. It was Governor Cuomo.
Yeah, he was the governor at the time.
And Bill Murray. And I was so nervous because for some reason I've always felt that Bill Murray hated me. And I don't know why. I don't have anything to base it on, Bill. But for some reason I got very intimidated. Number one, I admire him greatly. And Governor Cuomo, I was sure didn't like me. And then all of a sudden we took a picture, but you didn't seem to be thrilled to be taking the picture. The governor didn't seem to be thrilled, and I was a nervous wreck. Do you detect, was there a problem with me between us?
No, we don't have a problem, Howard. I just want to remind you that when we posed for the picture, the guy who was the most uncomfortable was Cuomo. And when it first was set up, it was left to right. It was myself, and then you, and then Mario. And Mario actually said, "Here, Bill, you get in the middle."
Right, I do remember that. That's true. He didn't want to stand next to me.
Right, he needed something.
Yeah, that was very well. Now you know.
Buffer.
Well, Bill, now you know my life.
It was everything I could do to hold it together because I thought, God, this guy is a master.
Howard, do you remember what happened? So it was Mario Cuomo, Bill, and you. And Jerry Knappman walked by. Do you remember what he said?
No, what did he say?
He goes, "The decline of Western civilization."
Bill, is it true? And I want to. There's a reason Bill's calling in. I'm going to get to that, but I have so many questions. Can you hang with me a little bit?
All right.
Okay. Is it true that there is a Ghostbusters 3, and you're the problem? You will not sign off on this. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I guess I'm the problem. Before I was an asset. Now I'm a problem. There's a script somewhere over there. Over there, there's a script, and I haven't read it yet. But
why haven't you read it? Because you think that that's a bullshit idea? That, in other words, Ghostbusters had its time, and you did a remarkable job with that, and now you've moved on?
There's a little bit of that. I only made one sequel, and it was Ghostbusters 2, and it didn't end up. Pardon me. It didn't end up the way it was presented. About 5 years after we did the first one, the clever agents got us all together in a room, and we really are funny together. I mean, they are funny people, Harold and Danny and myself, and it was Ivan and maybe one or two other people, and we were just really kind of blindingly funny for about an hour or so, and the agents there was just foam coming off of them, and so we, they had this pitch, and Danny and Harold had already, concocted some sort of, story idea. And it was a story, and it was a good story. I think I'd even already read one or two that Danny had rolled out before that, but this one was a good one. I said, okay, we could do that one. And it was just kind of fun to have all of us together. And, I mean, there's some really, Rick Moranis and Annie Potts. These people are they're sterling people to begin with.
So how do you go back and really make another? I mean, does Ivan want to make that film?
Yeah, Ivan wants to make it, and he's I owe him he's puzzled that I haven't gotten to this one.
How long has it been sitting on your desk, this script for Ghostbusters?
Well, it may not be on the desk. It's over there somewhere. It's how long?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So you're never.
So you have
it.
No interest.
Well, I'll get to. I got to get to. I feel badly. I got a message that, and I think people. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's not like the foremost thing in my mind right now. So I don't think about it. But it's. The studio gets excited about it every 10 years or so, or it seems like, and they get rid of it because what they'd really like to do is recreate the franchise. Right. I remember once upon a time it was going to be, and the new Ghostbusters will be Chris Rock, Chris Farley, and Chris Crane or Chris Kringle or someone. They had it together.
Is that a threat to you? In other words, do they try to threaten you by saying we're going to put together new Ghostbusters and therefore you guys will have to go do it? Is that the?
Well, it's not a threat. It's it's sort of businesslike. They'd like to keep it going. I mean, it's still an amazing. There are still kids today that watch this movie and love it. It's still very popular. So they still sell a lot of toys and everything. So
do you see the money from that? Are you a very wealthy guy?
Oh, I've been. I save.
Are you worth over $100 million?
I never think it's real nice to talk about money.
Why is that?
I'm okay though. My phone bill is paid and my rent's paid. And
where did the bulk of your money come from? After something like Saturday Night Live hits, you don't make a lot of money from Saturday Night Live.
Not any longer, no.
And I'm assuming
you have a limited. The residuals burn out very quickly on television.
So I'm assuming the like even Ghostbusters, you probably had a crappy deal because you were new to the movies.
I wasn't that new, Howard. I never really had a crappy deal in the movies, except unless when you work with a friend.
Do you have the merchandising on Ghostbusters? Did you get a piece of that action?
Well, you know, when you're part of something like that, it's all part of everything.
So that's where you made the big money. I mean, I'm thinking of some of the movies you've made that are quite incredible. I'm talking about Stripes, right?
Yes.
To me, one of your to me one of the best. Do you make money? Is that where you made the bulk of your money?
Well, all actors that are in movies get paid.
Yeah, but
whenever they're on.
You know a lot of that money goes out the window.
Well, I know, but there are people that there are organizations that if you made a movie a long time ago and it's on TV, you get paid something for it.
I got a check just the other day.
If you're making movies and you have an interest in it, you should be okay if you don't, start buying too many houses. Or
yeah, but you invest in like
gambling.
stuff like, didn't you buy like several minor league baseball teams?
Well, I'm in that business, yeah.
Is that a moneymaker?
Is that a good business?
That seems like a crummy business to me.
Well,
is it good?
It's the baseball business is a good business, Howard.
Oh,
is it really?
Yeah.
So you are a good businessman.
Well, I'm pretty good in my own business. I'm a pretty good businessman. Yeah.
Were you?
Who would think to invest in baseball?
Not me. What do I know? But Bill's really into sports.
He loves sports.
He loves it. Loves the golf. Loves all that. He's a real man. I'm such a woman.
Well, speaking of business, Howard, this
Yeah.
brings up my question.
All right,
Are you still driving that Sterling?
A Sterling?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Weren't you like plugging the Sterling automobile relentlessly for a couple of years? I've always laughed about this because you would get on your show and talk about this car that you were driving. It's called a Sterling.
No, that wasn't me. I don't know anything about cars.
Wait a minute.
He hardly drives.
I mean, I do read live commercials, so maybe that.
No. You had a Sterling. Do you remember?
I don't even know what it is.
It was an English car.
No.
And it was made on the same sort of chassis as a Honda.
Not me.
All right, we're going to do the research on this. I'm sure you'll be getting calls, but you used to plug this goofy car, and I used to laugh about it.
Really?
Never.
This is
That was an advertisement.
automobile I've ever driven in my life.
Fred.
And I go like, what the hell is with this guy?
Fred just told me it was an advertisement.
You were plugging this thing relentlessly.
Yeah, well, I'm
we're
sure.
being
I mean,
paid.
that's the way I get paid. It was crazy. I mean, it was probably a sponsor you're talking.
But you don't have you don't have one of these in a garage somewhere?
No.
You're
no.
kidding.
No.
You didn't have one in every color?
No, I don't even like to drive. I hate the whole thing.
I don't know. Well, in New York, you don't need to drive so much, but it is the best place to drive.
The whole thing seems dangerous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, are you an angry guy? For some reason, I feel like it's out there that first of all, you come from. You have 9 children in your family, right?
Oh, he's one of 9.
Yeah, one of 9. I feel like when you grow up in a family that large, you get very little attention.
Well, how many siblings did you have, Howard?
1.
Were you an only child?
No, I had 1 sibling.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, wasn't it horrible to grow up around that many kids and not get the attention of your mother and father?
Well, people would say that's what the middle child syndrome is, that one ends up having to work hard,
Right.
to get some attention. So I had to work pretty hard to get some attention. You have to work pretty hard to get attention in a house with a lot of kids, period.
Are you in therapy?
No.
Have you ever had therapy?
Yeah, I got depressed once.
Yeah, I thought I remembered a bout of depression with you.
What were you depressed
about? Is that
about?
a joke? You remember
No, I remember reading that Bill Murray suffers from depression.
You do?
I don't think so. But,
What happened when you went to the
suffer from
shrink?
Depression. I basically worked my way through. It wasn't like a shrink. It was just, life just gets a little complicated sometimes, and
You mean with the broads?
Well, with women, and you get.
Well, I'm being Frank Sinatra.
Complicated, and you have to figure out, what the hell. Why are you behaving this way?
Will you ever get married again, or are you completely turned off to marriage?
Well, I don't know if I'm completely turned off to anything, but I'm not on eHarmony.com. I'll tell you that.
How many times has he been married?
I don't even know. Bill, what's the story?
He has been married 2 times.
Oh, twice.
Oh.
You must have dated like a maniac, though. When you, during Saturday Night Live, was it one big sexual orgy? I'm talking about the groupies.
I'm surprised we ever went to work.
Are you serious?
No. There's a lot of work, but, it was a different time then, and it was fun, and you have a lot of energy. You go around.
A lot of drugs?
And no, I never had a big drug thing particularly, no. I mean, you can't, most people, when they say drugs, they mean like cocaine and so forth. You can't be funny. It just destroys your timing.
And you would worry about that. In other words, you were like, hey, this is something...
far more important than... and the cocaine, was not... It sort of makes you go real fast in neutral. Real high in neutral. But it destroys your timing. And when you... they're written up on the wall, the comedians that ruin their lives and their timing by doing cocaine.
Was it your idea to be on Saturday Night Live to be the guy who, does the songs and sings, the
lounge singer?
The lounge singer. Was that your concept?
Well, I wasn't the first to sing. And
no, but you know what I mean.
It was something that I did a long time ago at Second City. I did it once. And there's a kind of a performer thing that's fun to do, and I like doing it. It turned out to be really a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, but I see tons of people imitating that bit. In other words, it's probably the most imitated comedy bit. Everybody takes a song, like a rock song, and then starts to be the lounge singer. That's uniquely you. And whenever I see someone doing it, it disturbs me. I go, that's Bill Murray. What is that?
Well, it's just kind of fun to get it out there in the world. I mean, like I've got sons that watch, like, the Anchorman movie, and they just do bits from it. People do bits from movies. I realize that now, that people do bits from my movies, bits from, Will Ferrell's movies, and they just like certain things that resonate in a moment. Like something will happen, and they'll just sort of spit out a line.
It's iconic, that bit, I'm telling
you. From a movie,
Yeah.
And so they'll do it, or they'll see someone do a kind of like, greasy piece of entertaining, and they'll go off on something that harmonizes with it. So,
Bill, talk to me about the sex for 1 minute, because I'm running out of time here, and I want to talk about Get Low also, which is available today on DVD. But first of all, just talk to me about the sex. Did you have tons of famous women, and are famous women better than, let's say, regular women?
Well, I just think the only thing about, when you talk about famous or whatever, it's like tons of women. The thing that's interesting about being famous with women is that women will speak to you.
Yes.
They'll talk to you.
It's a groundbreaker.
And it's not necessarily that, I'm going to end up with sex because I'm famous. It's more interesting to talk to women. I mean, I'm not putting sex down in any way, but it's just kind of interesting to get women to start talking without having to be, some sort of safe cracker or, kind of like clever,
It's an icebreaker.
It's just easy to allow women to speak because of the sort of sexual game that's played all the time.
Yes,
people don't really show themselves to you. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, I'm saying I'm not an attractive man, and I walk into a room.
No,
and
by no means.
By no means am I attractive, but you'll agree to that.
Wow.
And I walk into a room, and women are willing to speak to me because they feel they know me already, and they feel safe in a sense.
Yeah, and that's when you're 22 or something, that's not very important. But you realize as time goes on how important that is, not just to
but did you
not
get
just to have
enjoy,
a conversation,
but
to really sort of put you on the planet, to ground you on the planet. That people are actually speaking directly and honestly. It's very refreshing.
But
so
Bill,
are you
did
trying
you get...
to imply that he got a lot of the hosts of the show?
How many female hosts of the show did you bang? And then go through a laundry list of women that we would all know and share with us some of their sexual desires.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, that's like saying what your favorite golf course is. That's not polite. You're not supposed to do that.
Of course you're not supposed to, but do it anyway.
But there are ones that I'm crazy about the ones I'm really crazy about are the ones I didn't, I remember when Sissy Spacek was on the show, I thought she was like and she still is really handsome. But I was crazy about Sissy Spacek because
So why not have sex with her?
Well, that was sort of my thought.
Right. She didn't want any sex with
she
you?
was too proper for that. But boy, she was great fun, and her husband is like a very happy guy.
Yes, well,
because she is a hot belly, a pot belly still. She really is.
Well, listen, Bill called in today. Listen, you need to come in here live and let me get a hold of you. And I will interview you.
Will that ever happen?
Will that ever happen, Bill? Do you think one day you'll walk in here?
I mean, isn't it amazing? I'm on your show.
It's amazing. In fact, I've heard stories.
How long you've been doing your show a while, and I've never been on.
I mean, I'm doing it like 35 years, and you've avoided me. But I'll tell you what.
Well, you wake up so early.
Well,
Who the hell wants to get up at that hour? And then you went away. You used to be on the radio.
No, I'm on the radio.
We're on satellite.
But we're on satellite. It's not real radio. You're absolutely right. But, Bill.
So how's this working out for you? Yeah, go ahead. I'm supposed to...
Yes.
Go ahead, you ask me.
First of all, Bill Murray is promoting Get Low, which is available today on DVD and Blu-ray. Do you want to say something about that, Bill?
Did you see it?
I saw it. It's great.
Why have I not seen this?
You could see it. It's on, you probably had an
What is it
opportunity
about?
to see it.
It's a movie that I made last year. It came out this year, actually. I made it in Georgia. And the star of the movie is Robert Duvall, and Sissy Spacek is in the film. And it's one of the best movies I've made.
It is a great movie.
All right, I'll tell you what. I will get Low, and I will watch it, and I will recommend that my audience
He plays a funeral director.
Yeah, we thought, I think they thought, it was a Sony movie, but I think they thought it was going to get nominated for some Oscars. They thought, not so much myself, but certainly Robert's performance is it's better than anything that I've witnessed. Better than anything I've worked with.
He's an amazing actor.
He is. But in this particular thing, this turn he did in this, I can't believe he didn't get nominated for an Oscar. It's just,
well, you hate the Oscars, don't you?
I don't hate the Oscars.
Yes, you do. In 2004, you did a movie called Lost in Translation, which you were brilliant in. Sean Penn, you went to the Oscars as much as you didn't want to because you're not a big fan of the Oscars. Sean Penn won for Mystic River, and afterwards you said you were angry that Sean Penn won. You felt you should have won, and you were pissed off at yourself for going to the Oscars. You true?
Well, that's not really correct.
Oh. It's a good story.
You could argue that, I was just sort of thinking, I won all the prizes up to it. I won every other award. I was just a little surprised, I suppose. But by the same token, Howard, and I think Sean Penn's been better in other movies than he was in Mystic River.
You felt you deserved it. You deserved the Oscar.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know.
You wanted it, though.
There are a lot better actors than Robert Duvall, for one.
Yeah, but you wanted.
I saw guys win. I saw like Kevin Costner win an Oscar over Paul Scofield. Then I thought to myself, now, hang on, because, hang on here. But I found even being nominated for an Oscar was like having a small, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's almost like having a small virus for a while, because you get a real kind of weird, inflated sense of yourself. And about 6 months after the Oscars, and I hadn't won, I realized, wow, I was kind of like mildly sick there. I had a condition I didn't even know about.
Wow.
And I realized that it's sort of an infection to be nominated for an Oscar. It's an honor and everything, but it's real subtle, kind of like ego poisoning, It makes you just a little too...
But so I was glad.
So now I'm glad I didn't win because
no, you're not.
I wasn't ready to do it. Oh, I absolutely
Bill, listen, I find it charming.
Enough people saw the Oscars, they think I won. You'd be surprised how many people think I won.
No, but I find it charming. I find it charming that you got angry because it shows you really do care. Because you come off as such a relaxed guy. The fact that you actually cared if you won the Oscar shows me how human you are, and that's a good thing.
I think it's you kind of want to you don't want to compete like to be better than or something. You just want to do your best, like an actor says, I'm doing this well. I'm going to try and do that well,
Did you did you congratulate Sean Penn when he won, or did you walk away in a huff?
I didn't go in. I went to the party afterwards.
You did?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get laid that night?
Probably.
Isn't that a great thing? Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even remember. It's such a,
Yeah, it was a tough night.
Did you rack up tremendous amounts of numbers in terms of women? I'm not asking you to brag. Was it in the hundreds or thousands? Are you Gene Simmons?
Oh, God.
Really, Bill,
Now, who's Eugene Simmons?
Not Eugene.
Not
Gene.
Gene Simmons of Kiss is always talking about how many women. Did you have many, many women?
Well, you know, I had a couple really good ones. That's the best thing.
Did you have Sigourney Weaver?
No.
It's a shame.
Well,
I could see you two kids.
She was too good for me, but you know, we could have, you know. But she's a you know, powerhouse of a woman. She's a great woman.
Do you hate getting older?
No, it's okay.
I'm not thrilled with it.
Well, I read a good thing written by Henry Miller once that was an essay entitled "On Turning 80." He turned 80 years old, and people said, and he writes in it that, 80 years old, that's what? And he says, well, what people don't understand that are younger is when you're 80, you act 80 years old, but you're also capable of acting 40 years old, and 22 years old, and 15 years old. So you just contain all these other ages inside of you. You can still act like an infant. You can still act like an adolescent. You can still act like a kid.
And you like that. But your body physically, when it begins to, like, you love sports, it's harder to hit the ball.
You can't do the things even as a comedian you used to do.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm just asking.
How dare you, Robin? Bill,
I don't know about that.
What about Groundhog?
I may bark a little bit after I play basketball. But.
Bill, Groundhog Day. I love this movie so much. But did you like Andie MacDowell or did you hate her?
Well, I like her more now. Back then, she used to drive me crazy because I used to wait for her hair.
Ah, in other words,
she does have the best hair you've ever seen in your life. Better than your hair, Howard. She's got unbelievable hair.
It's similar to my hair. It looks like actual bees. It's like a beehive hairdo, I remember. So in other words, you would get aggravated because you really are the star of that movie. You made that movie fly, and you're sitting there ready to act. You're ready to do your thing. You feel energized, and you're sitting in your goddamn trailer waiting for this woman's hair to get done. Am I correct?
Well, it was a hard, you know, it's just, I had to do a lot of work on it. I was probably a little, you know, there was maybe a little more going on than just that, but.
What do you mean?
You know, when I look at the movie now, and I just remember one day where I had a scene with Andy, and I had to eat, I was stuffing cake into my mouth. I made the choice that I was going to be eating large pieces of cake through the scene.
Right.
And Andy kept blowing her lines, and it drove me crazy because I probably ate somewhere in the neighborhood of 40,000 calories worth of cake. And I'm not a barfer, so there I was with all this cake in me.
Right.
And I do this scene, and I do it really great, and Andy didn't know her lines, and I was very frustrated. But when I look at the movie now, it really is I look and I went, God dang, look at that.
It's a masterpiece.
It really is. It is a great movie, and she's great in it.
She is. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. With movies, they can save you. You can do 500 takes. But as the guy who has to be funny, and you know you've done something good.
Yeah, as the guy that had to eat the cake, I was not happy.
And so did it come down to that you wouldn't even speak to her?
No, that's not. You can't get movies done not speaking to people. You've got to get, you know, no matter what kind of person you're working with, you've got to get results.
Did you sleep with her?
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, I wish I did.
Scarlett Johansson?
Gwyneth Paltrow's she's the most attractive girl I've met.
She is sexy, right?
Better than Scarlett Johansson.
Gwyneth Paltrow is like a big human being. She's a really extraordinary person in many ways, and she's really kind too.
You wish you could make love to her?
Oh, I don't think about it. She's dating.
Oh,
no,
please.
she's got a husband and kids. I don't think about it.
Big deal.
She's a really wonderful girl.
I tell you, I could talk to you all day. I'm not going to hold you here all. But Bill Murray has a movie out, Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. It stars
Robert Duvall.
Bobby D. Yeah, Which Bobby D is a better actor, De Niro or Duvall, or you can't even separate them?
Well, you don't. You know, I don't like to live in a world of comparison. I've worked with them both, and they're both really great. You know,
right.
I'm probably friendlier along with Bobby D than with Bobby. So
I see.
But I've known Bobby De Niro a long time, and I'm friendly with him, and we've shared a lot of things. Robert Duvall is a character. He's an absolute character. I think his but I will say his performance in this movie is the best I've ever witnessed. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you're eccentric in the sense that, like, I've read that you show up to people's parties randomly. You're not invited. I'm not talking about celebrity parties. I'm talking about people, just people.
He just shows up at a person's house?
You just show up at people's homes. Is that true or false?
Well, as long as you bring something. It's the people that don't bring anything that are
Bill, that's wild.
You can crash a party.
A nice bottle of wine or champagne or something. People are like, oh, I guess I did invite him. They don't even remember. He looks familiar. I must know him. It's like that.
Wow.
As long as you behave well and you're willing to, dance, people are okay with you at a party, and if you pick up after yourself and you're polite. It's mostly about manners. I try to stress to my own boys, and I really do believe that, whatever your parents taught you about manners is the secret to most everything.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. See, this is why I got to get Bill in here.
Yeah.
I could tie him down and get these answers. Do you have a girlfriend right now?
No.
Nothing. When's the last time you got laid?
It was a weekday.
A long time? Have you gone a half a year without sex?
Huh? I think I may have done it once. I may have done that once. No, I'm not. It's.
You're not that hung up
celibate.
on it.
It's like landscaping. Yeah, no, you've got to, even in the winter, you have to do something.
Well, I just wonder what's going on over there. I got to find out. But what is it, Gary?
The movie people wanted us to know that he's up for an Independent Spirit Award this weekend.
Oh, really?
You didn't even know that.
Yeah, I
knew
I was nominated. I didn't realize it was this weekend. That means the Oscars are very close.
Yes, they are.
Does that mean you're going to go to the Independent Spirit Awards or not?
I'm hearing this right now. Kind of sudden.
What does that mean to be up? Isn't there an award ceremony?
Yeah,
Don't you feel Bill should go?
If memory serves me correct, if the Oscars are the Oscars this Sunday,
yes.
I think they're so the Spirit Awards are this Saturday.
Okay.
And
it is a televised.
It's a televised event. Yeah, it's become a big
Bill,
deal.
if you don't go, I'll go as a representative of you.
You'll accept the award if he wins?
You want me to accept for you?
Well, if no one else is there may be a couple of other people from the film that'll be there, and they might just run up and grab it for me. But I don't even know. I've won a couple of those, and they're nice. It's a nice party. It's a good party. It's a much more relaxed party and more fun than the Oscars party. The Oscars party is pretty crazy.
Do you display awards? Do you have a whole trophy case?
They're all just sort of up in a corner, up on the wall.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got
up on a shelf.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got an award, like a cool award, Bill's got awards, I would keep them like in a shitty place and almost like I didn't care.
They're just there.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, those things. Yeah, I should put those in the garbage. To have a display case.
Oh, it's very
Very
embarrassing.
gauche. Listen, Bill Murray, I would put my awards in the towel closet. You would see. Listen, Bill. Get in here one day. I know it's early for you. Come on in. Let's have a civilized discussion.
We can be fun.
Well, you sound good, Howard. Thank you. It's nice to speak to you, and I'm glad it's going. How's this serious thing working out?
The serious thing is working out wonderfully. I've got to tell you, it is the most creative freedom I've ever had. And despite the fact that you think I disappeared, we have millions of followers here. It's a new medium, and the people that I work for here are very, very pleasant. And they really don't get involved, and they let us do our thing. And there's no interference from the government. So I love it.
Well, good for you. I'm glad that worked out.
I'm happy.
It was kind of, I know a lot of people don't have Sirius, and I would hear you occasionally in a rent-a-car,
Right.
That's where I did you. But,
great.
Unless you're renting a car.
Well, you could get me on your smartphone now.
And I was conflicted because it used to be XM and Sirius.
Right.
And now they're one, right?
That's right. They're one.
Yeah, and I really came down as an XM guy because it had Major League Baseball, and I really wanted to hear the out-of-town baseball games.
Well, now we're both
together.
Well, you can get us on this. Do you have a smartphone?
Not really.
See, you're like an anti-technology.
Does he carry a cell phone?
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have one now. It's a BlackBerry.
You got email?
No, I'm not an email guy.
Look at you.
See?
This is crazy. I love all this new technology.
You're certainly not on Facebook or Twitter.
You on Twitter? What's your name? I'll follow you.
There's someone named Bill Murray on Facebook. But
it's not you.
Steve Martin's on Twitter. I follow him. I read him. It's very good. Do you like Steve?
I haven't seen Steve in a coon's age. He had a funny thing that he did. He used to give people, when people would ask for his autograph, he'd reach in his wallet and he'd hand them a card. And you should find out what it said, but it was pretty much saying, this is just to acknowledge that you met me.
Yeah.
And so on. It's a really funny card. He spends time doing stuff like that.
Will you sign autographs for fans?
Sure.
You will. You're not uptight about that.
Well, I don't. The pros give me the creeps. The guys who show up at a,
right, professionals
with lots and lots of things that they've collected.
Yeah.
Jeez, I hate to hang up on you. I had a whole bunch of questions for you about a bunch of different things, but I feel I'm holding you hostage.
That's all right.
Hope you're doing this from bed.
Howard, I want you to see this movie, and then
I will.
You tell me. But this is it's a really beautiful movie. This guy Aaron made a beautiful movie.
The movie's called Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. What are you doing today? What are you going to be doing?
Today?
Are you playing golf?
Today I might putt a little bit. I won a golf tournament last week in Pebble Beach.
I heard you were excited.
It was fun. Golf, no, today I'm just going to, what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find that Ghostbusters script. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll call Ivan and let him know you were reading it.
I have to call him too. Okay.
All right, Bill.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, thank you.
Take the day off, will you? You work too much.
I know, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I love you, and I appreciate you, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, Bill. Bill Murray.
Bye.
Bye,
the movie is called Get Low. Cut off my own mic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Oh, such fun to talk to him. He has that demeanor. You never know if he's disgruntled or if he's okay.
I wanted to get into like his relationship with Letterman because he goes on that show.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Does he not do Leno?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I had him on for an hour just now.
I know. And you got to a lot, but you didn't get to that.
No, and I want to get into...
He wasn't giving up the women.
No, I'll get that out of him. Stevie boy, what's happening, man? Steve Langford from the Howard 100 News. Look at this guy. He loves the news. He's ready to go, frothing at the mouth like a rabid dog. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, whose life are you ruining now?
Yeah,
That's
come on.
what they say.
Ruin some lives.
Just the fact.
Right.
A political shitstorm in Gary Dell'Abate's hometown, the descendant of one of America's foremost feminists, carrying around a bag of feces and hauling it out at meetings, apparently to express her opposition to Dell'Abate's nomination to a local board.
Uh-oh, it's enraged her and put her on fire.
Let me get this right, okay? I heard that the woman, I read the article too. The woman who is against Gary's appointment or questions Gary's appointment got a bag of feces.
She says in her mailbox at home.
So now, instead of throwing out the bag of feces, are you telling me for real she goes to the meetings carrying a smelly bag of feces?
Twice now. Now, she initially said she wanted authorities to investigate this. How do you investigate if you don't have the evidence?
What is her point in carrying the bag of feces? To say that Gary shouldn't be on the board because she got feces in the mail?
Well, look, if the story is true, and there's no reason to suggest that, anybody pulled a stunt here, she has a legitimate grievance here. I mean, clearly somebody...
But it has nothing to do with Gary.
Yeah,
it's a smear campaign, clearly.
Right. What's going on, Gary? It's crazy where you live.
I've been on the cover of my paper like 7 days in a row.
Are you
It's killing me.
kidding?
This woman is tormenting me. So
why don't you just not be on the board?
Because now it's like I'm not stopping.
Right.
I'm not letting her.
Right,
because you know what? The deal is, I don't want to get into the minutia of it, but these appointment boards sort of are advisory only. Like if they said 0 to 12, I still get to go before everybody.
Right.
And I'm pretty confident that when I go in front of the 250 people, that I'm going to win.
Right.
It's like a vocal minority that are up there. But when this thing first happened, when they found the feces in her mailbox, they asked me if I would come to town hall and meet with her, and I was like, okay, I'm around, and
Right.
so I sat down, and she took it out and put it on the table
as if you had done this to her.
Well, and I said, so the guy that we were meeting with, we're like, what are you doing? I know, we believe you.
And you know what feces is.
Yeah.
No, you mean, and the whole room must stink, right?
So 9 days.
Wait, no, you can't brush over this.
Yes, it smells.
You're sitting there with her, and she pulls out a bag of feces.
Yes, and she opens it up and she shows it to us.
Did she take it out of her purse?
It was in a big bag, like one of those sort of tote
And
bags.
now she's walking around like Jesus with the cross. She's walking around as a big martyr because she has this bag of feces.
Well, I don't.
How many days old is the bag of feces?
Well, now since it was Tuesday night's meeting, so to the best of my, that was 10 days old.
You know what you should have done? You should have taken out a bag of feces, or you should just shit on a table and put it in a bag
to make her feel at home.
I mean, what is she? What I mean, I don't know this woman. And I don't know why she has it in for you because it makes no sense to me. If she's against my show, I don't know what that has to do with you being on the board of Parks and Recreations.
And this is a non-story.
Well,
it is.
It's a non-story.
I can't believe she sat down and whipped out a bag of feces.
Well, then they had the big meeting Tuesday night where they took a vote. First time in the history of the town, they took a vote to re-vote on me. They've never re-voted on a candidate.
They're changing the rules. They're doing everything.
But wait a second. They already had a vote on you, and you passed.
Right. So then they had a vote to re-vote.
Right.
Which passed. So then they re-voted, and I still won, but just by less of a margin.
Ooh, I mean, she actually got people against you.
Well, she had abstained the first time. She did not vote against me. So I think she wanted to re-vote so she could go on record, my guess, to go on record as having voted against me.
And why is she against you? What is the reason?
She doesn't like what you degrade women, and her great-great-grandmother was women's rights, and she doesn't like people who degrade women.
But why is she carrying a bag of shit? So we all know she had a bag of shit in her mailbox. And by the way, I don't
because
condone
now
that.
she has suffered.
I don't condone that, but that reminds me of my mom. When my mom would suffer, like, she would say to me, you have a dirty room, and your room, we gave you a room, and you must keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like she's walking, when Jesus with the cross, I mean, she's walking around.
Jesus didn't complain that much.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was a cool guy. She is carrying this bag of shit around with her as if it's her badge of courage, right?
Right. There's so many things going on, Howard. Then they played at this meeting the other night. They played these.
How long does the bag of shit stay on the table?
I wasn't there. I refused to attend the meeting.
Do you know, Steve? Were you at the meeting?
Not the second meeting, no.
But at the meeting, she takes out this bag of shit.
In front of this 12 member board.
And is it a dramatic thing? She takes out the shit, she puts it on the table, and then she says,
does she have a speech? What does she
say? This is the greatest thing ever.
I read a line. Again, I refused. They asked me if I wanted to come to the meeting. I'm like, no, I already passed. So you guys do whatever you're going to do. I've already been approved, overwhelmingly been approved.
Right.
So it said there was a line in the paper, and I don't know if I have it exactly right, but they said, what are you doing? And she said something about sometimes in life these things aren't pretty. You need to, you can't gloss over these things with perfume, I think was the line.
Behold the feces. This feces. I mean, it's a terrible thing that somebody did that to her. I agree.
It is. And I said I don't condone it in any way.
Right. But some fan of ours or someone claiming to be a fan of ours evidently heard about what was going on either in the newspaper or on our show or somewhere and decided to leave feces in this woman's mailbox.
Well, it gets worse.
And as bad as that is, to put it in a bag and walk around town and bring it to meetings.
It sounds very unsanitary, unhealthy.
Where is the feces now? Does anyone know?
We must assume that she still has it with her.
She's still holding on to it.
Steve, I am so fascinated.
Where do you store feces when you're keeping it?
Yeah, I am so fascinated that this woman is holding on to this feces.
I am too. She brought it to my meeting.
In other words, she could get up and say, somebody left feces in my mailbox.
She doesn't have to carry it.
She wants proof.
Well, here's the funny thing.
This is an amazing human being.
She's practically a Wack Packer at this point.
Right. This is wild.
It was on the local TV news. The local News 12.
But you know what? This is probably the most attention she ever got in her life. The thing she's known for is something her great-grandmother did. I don't know what she does and what she's accomplished in her life, but her great-grandmother accomplished something, and now all of a sudden
she has a cause.
She has a cause. You've given her a reason for living.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any of this attention.
Right.
I did not expect it.
Right.
I mean, I expected a little bit of attention, but this is like Mary's like, she's like, really? Does it have to? Mary's like, it's in the paper every day. Would you stop already?
Do you think she's plotting against you?
Well, yes, because she tried. I mean, plotting. She tried to get the board to reverse the decision about me.
You should never have met with her face to face.
Yeah.
Like, what was that about?
But that was sort of funny. She just, she wanted me to see the feces. I don't know.
So she showed you the feces?
Yeah, she put it out at this meeting.
It was just you and her in a room?
And another guy.
Okay, hold on. Where did this meeting take place?
At Town Hall.
All right. You went to Town Hall. You drove over there.
That's right. It was a Monday we were off.
Who got in the room first?
One of the selectmen.
Okay. It's the selectmen. You walk in. Do you walk in with her, or you're sitting there waiting for her?
The two of them are in there, and then I walk.
They're already in there. Does she have a scowl on her face? Is she?
No, she's actually sort of pleasant.
Now, does the room stink from shit?
No.
Is it in plastic?
Yes, it's in the. It looked like it was in one of the. You ever see those blue bags that the New York Times gets delivered in?
Right. I pick up my dog's feces and I wrap it in a bag and I even tie a knot.
Right.
It still stinks.
I agree. I agree.
But it's not dry when you do that. See, now it's had time to dry.
Well, you make a good point.
It's been cured.
God.
So now, is it a clear bag? No,
this is a blue bag.
Okay. You walk in the room. She's sitting there, and is she like very serious?
No, she's actually sort of like,
Is she an attractive woman? Is she an older woman? What is she?
She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s or so.
A very proper woman, like.
Yeah. No, she looks like,
Right. Is she like Church Lady, the Dana Carvey character?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you go and you sit down. Do you shake her hand hello?
I think we say hello. I don't think we shake hands.
Right. And you're her adversary now. She's got, this is so exciting for her.
This is her whole life. Can you imagine how many times this story has been told now?
Yeah, so of course, this is going to get played at the next meeting, everything we say.
Good.
Because the last meeting...
Play it all you want. This is, if anything, I think you should have a vote on this woman. I think she's losing it.
Because at the last meeting, they played what was said last time, and they didn't bleep it. So all the F words were on, and now they're mad at her for not editing it. She said, again, the truth should not be censored.
Here, fuck. Play it. There you go. Cunt, fuck.
Oh, jeez. Now we're in trouble.
I want that on the record.
Gary's in the paper again.
I love this story.
Wait, can I tell you another part of the story?
Yeah, so okay.
All right,
so you walk in, you say hello, and the idea is the two of you are going to find common ground.
That's right.
She's going to give you the book on her great-grandmother.
That comes at the end.
Did she at least write this book on her great-grandmother, or does she just march around with this book?
I don't know.
Books about her grandmother.
That's funny. I don't know. She said, I'm going to give you my book. In my mind, I just assume she wrote it, but it could be... I don't know the answer to that.
I'm sure she did. Isn't she like the curator of her grandmother's estate?
You would hope she at least wrote it. And so she hands you this book, which no one's going to read, and no one ever has read.
Well, we haven't exchanged books yet.
Oh.
I haven't even left my book there yet.
Oh, you agreed?
We agreed that we were going to exchange books.
Okay, good. Yeah. Why suck her dick?
Well, that's exactly. My feeling was, you know what? That day she was nicer to me than she's been in all the days. So I'm like, I'll let her do her thing.
Why do I find it so repugnant that you have to suck up to this woman?
Well, the thing is that all this other stuff is a smokescreen that has nothing to do with what I've theoretically volunteered to do.
Right.
And she's just making all this noise and getting all this attention, and nobody's looking at who I am for the position.
Right,
They're just looking
should say, hey, how do you feel about the park? The building or something, right.
So the second part of this is somebody sent an email to all the members of the board. Now, they had a name on the end of it, but we haven't been able to find this person. We don't know if it's real. Howard, it was one of the most... I couldn't even believe it. Like, when Mary read it, she couldn't believe it. At one point, one of the lines is... I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. I have two daughters. I wouldn't let my daughters near this man. I think the last line says, we need to protect our parks and our children from this man. I mean, I'm not kidding.
I've got the letter here.
Read some of it.
Read some
Oh,
of it.
my God.
It's long.
But just read the good parts.
You got a highlight there or no?
As a proud parent and father of two daughters, I am writing to ask you that you please vote against Gary Dell'Abate's appointment to the Board of Parks and Recreation. And it just goes on about anyone who's ever listened to the show knows that Gary is primarily responsible for insulting, humiliating, and both verbal and physical abuse of women in the name of fun that appear on the show.
Oh.
Don't you think this woman had this guy write this?
Well, we can't find this guy. In other words, the newspaper printed it, but I said, well, why don't you go, who is this guy? Because no one had ever heard of him. All the people on the board's like, I've never heard of this guy.
You think he's a made-up guy?
I do think he's a made-up guy.
And you think she wrote it?
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know who wrote it, but they can't find the guy who wrote it. and it's just, at one point it's like...
You did tell a girl to take her panties off yesterday.
Okay, but she said no.
Right.
I forced her to do nothing.
I don't know if you can be on the Parks and Recreations.
Well, that was the other thing.
We've got to protect our parks from this guy.
One of the conversations I was having with that woman in our feces meeting was... I kept saying to her, I don't understand with what I do has to do with the position. And she kept referring to the baloney incident because she's the one who brought it up. And she said, well, that's recreation. And I'm like, that's not, I don't understand what you're saying.
You're not going to have a baloney throwing park recreational event.
Right.
Oh, my God. What do you do? You know what it is?
Well, I think this is now taking a life of its own.
I'm up to my tits in quicksand is what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't get out now.
Well,
I can see that Gary may have to leave this community completely.
You're going to be drummed out.
I've gotten
like
a lot,
Frankenstein.
I've gotten
You're light torches.
I've gotten a lot of calls of support, including a call yesterday from my congressman saying, just stay with it. You're a good guy.
Of course. Listen, this guy is probably the best father I've ever met out of anyone I know. Better than any father I've ever seen. And better community member.
What a community member.
And organized and all this stuff.
All
and
you
his
can
wife,
hope for is somebody to participate. Gary participates.
His wife and family are lovely. And he's sitting and defending himself to this woman is beyond my comprehension. So when does she do the martyr move and pull out the bag of shit?
Like it's like a third of the way through the meeting.
And what happens? What does she say to you?
She goes, I want you to know what I went through. So she reaches in the bag, and we don't know what's coming next.
Right.
And so if I could imagine you have like a plastic bag, and if you keep folding it down and folding it down. Yeah. So she pulled it out, and she's in the tote bag doing something. I don't know what it is, but she's folding it down. So when it comes out of the tote bag, it's exposed shit.
Did she opened up the shit?
Yeah.
So in other words, you could see the shit.
Right.
Now let me ask you something.
How big a shit was it?
It's like a dog turd. I don't think it's human.
Right.
It doesn't appear. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog. It looks like it came from my dog.
So it was just one turd.
There were like two little ones.
Two
little
ones.
turds.
So did she have to scrape this up? I mean, how was it delivered to her?
They were fairly fully formed turds, the kind that you could pick up.
So in other words, rather than keep the bag sealed, she opened it so the smell would waft.
Right.
And she wants you to see what she went through.
She presented it.
I need.
Right.
She
needs to show you proof. So what do you say to that? Because you're going to go, like, hey, I'm sorry you went through that. But why are you carrying around shit, lady?
But I'm wondering how it got into the bag. So she gets it.
Let me ask you
Maybe
something.
it was delivered in that bag. I don't know.
Do you really think this woman, with what she's doing and carrying on with bags of shit, do you think she should be sitting on the board?
Well, that's for others to decide. But it's been I've been hearing discussion about it. Like everyone's.
You should mount a campaign against her.
People are very upset. In fact, the place that she did it, which is to me so ironic, was they were having the meeting on the place where people eat lunch that work at the town. That's where she threw it down.
Listen, wouldn't it be funny? She calls for another vote. She gets the next vote. And it turns out you get through, and she is voted out. That would be the best.
So
what does she do, actually? Why is she
why does she have this
elected?
Listen,
yes.
Nobody could have this much time on their hands. Does she have a job?
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, this is a tremendous amount of effort.
So I've gone through her committee. I'm done.
Right.
She can't do too. Well, she can do more, and I'll tell you. Now I have to go through another committee this Tuesday, which is the Parks and Recreation Committee. I don't know if there's another one of her type on that committee.
Do you have to show up for that?
Yes, I have to show up for that. And then
usually these are rubber stamp things.
And then finally, in a couple of weeks, I go before the whole 250 people and they vote. Wow. But people get to come up. They get 3 minutes each to speak. So she's almost definitely going to be there to speak against me.
Goodness. This is some story.
But I've lined up some good people to speak for me.
You know what you need to do, Gary? You need to invite her over to your home.
No.
What if she brings the bag of shit?
Shows it to the kids.
Is there any way to find out where the bag of shit is now? Like, is it in her house? Is it kept at where?
Does she keep it in a cool, dry place?
It's kept somewhere.
It was supposed to be, according to her initial interview with the newspaper, it was supposed to have been handed over to the Postmaster General.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Boy. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, she needed to show it to you.
She likes holding on to it.
Right. Do you think at the next meeting there'll be a final unveiling of the shit? Because I'd almost go for that.
Well, is the shit tour over?
Here's the funny thing. She's not on the board of the next meeting, but the next meeting is a public meeting, so she could, as a citizen, show up.
She will definitely testify.
This bag of shit is becoming to me like the King Tut exhibit. Like, I want to go when she brings it on tour. I love it.
There are a lot of people who are involved with the town in politics who are embarrassed by this whole situation.
Of course.
Not by me, by this.
Well, of course. It's almost
making a mockery of your little community.
It's almost like the movie Animal. I mean, it is. She's so Dean Warmer. It's crazy. And the whipping out of the turd. I mean, do you realize if this was a comedy with Belushi and Chevy Chase and, it would be terrific.
I know.
I'm almost thinking of making this into a film. With the turd. So when she opens up this duty, did you laugh? What did you do? I know
the guy and I, we both were like, we go, what are you doing? And the other guy that was with me, he goes, put that away. And she goes, you need to see it. And we both go, we believe you.
You don't laugh?
You didn't. No, I was like, I go, just. First of all, it was on the news, and the funny thing was when they showed it on the news, which it was in her hand, her showing it. Yeah. They cubed it out, which is so funny because it was just a pile of shit, but they cubed it up, but you could see it was shit. So I was like, I saw the news.
You mean on the news she had the bag of shit with her, and she opened it up in the way that she did at the meeting?
Well, listen, somebody was holding it in their hands. I'm gonna assume it was hers. She doesn't appear to want to give up ownership of it.
This is an important bag of shit.
But why do they have to cube it out on TV?
Robin, please.
Oh my God, we're in a crazy nightmare.
But it's funny.
Do you have no morals?
It's funny.
What if children saw shit?
Robin, they did a long shot of it where you could see what it was, and that was fine. But when they did the close-up, that's when they cubed it.
Well, listen, they're young children. If they see duty, it could affect them in a negative way. Because kids have never seen duty. Who knows? Children might start shitting.
So anyway, my tiny little volunteer appointment has become a referendum on the show.
I love it.
So the other thing was, at this meeting the other night, too, I told you they played it and had all the...
Well, you just hit it on the head. They're really voting on the show.
That's right.
They're not voting on you.
There's one other thing I got to bring up, though.
The show won't be at these meetings.
No.
There's one other thing I got to bring up. Somebody else at this last meeting pulled something off of Stern Fan Network, which they don't realize is not our thing. And she started to read from it, and my understanding was that there were two other people waiting for their appointment, which that meeting ended after the shit came out because everyone laughed. But somebody started reading, and in this thing there was the N-word was used and the word spick was used.
Right.
And I understand that one of the people waiting to be appointed was Hispanic. So now there's a whole chain letter going around about how you can't talk like that at meetings. Everything's upside down.
No one ever once even probably attended these stupid meetings. I mean, this is
the most exciting thing that has happened. It really is, finally we're getting some attention and people can see what I do.
There's I got to say, there's a part of me that is, for here it's fun, but for where I live, it's embarrassing.
Of course.
Because my friends know me, but people don't know me. This is in the paper every day.
This is
but
where
I'm
you
not
live.
stopping.
I understand, but I know what you're also saying. This is where you live.
Right.
This is where your children go to school. This is where your wife is. That's your one respite.
It is. It's like a sanctuary. Like I go there and I'm not on the show when I'm doing that stuff, and I love it there.
You don't want any notoriety where you live. You just want to blend in, enjoy your day, enjoy your home, enjoy your friends, have some relatives over. This is the one place you just want to relax.
If I had any idea that this would happen, I wouldn't have moved forward. But
I don't blame you.
But I'm not turning back now.
I feel like I might have warned you a little bit.
I was going to say, you did tell him that this was a big nightmare, and what was he doing?
Yeah.
Well, you said that because you thought it was work.
Well, I thought it was work, and I also thought that it would be a referendum on the show as opposed to what it really is supposed to be a referendum on. And believe me, you're better than I don't know this woman, but I guarantee you your children are better than hers. You're a better person than her. I can absolutely almost guarantee it. You're one of the best guys I ever met. And this is ridiculous. Go ahead.
A woman is walking around with a bag of crap.
Shit. I mean, we get it. It's terrific. It's the stuff that Ivan Reitman could turn this into.
Oh, my God.
He could produce another Animal House.
See, the problem is everything we said today, I'm in the paper again tomorrow.
Of course.
Fucking 8 days in a row.
Oh, it'll keep going and going, especially if we keep talking about it. The story gets no energy unless we keep talking about it.
Well, and she keeps talking about it.
Right.
She kept the energy up while we were on vacation.
Right. Where did she go? To the news media?
Well, one of the things she said in the meeting, she got very upset. She almost came to tears, and she's like, the news came to my door, and no one's ever been to my door before. And I said,
well, why'd you answer it?
Hold on. I said, but you emailed the newspaper. Why would you be surprised that the newspaper and the news showed up? And she goes, well, I emailed the newspaper, but I didn't expect video to come. I was like, you can't choose who comes to your house. You're the one who...
You're
publicizing it. Here's what, if it would have been me, I would have taken it, thrown it away, and I wouldn't have told a soul.
Right.
Meaning,
you're not going to fuel it.
But she said to me, like she has a lot of these catchphrases, and in the meeting, even though I didn't tell her what to do or what not to do, she looked me in the eye, she goes, I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to this, I will not be silenced. And I was like, nobody's asking to be silenced.
Talk all you want.
I'm not trying to silence her.
No. But if you're going to go around talking about it and carrying a bag of shit around with you, you can guarantee that news media will cover you. I mean, there's a woman in your neighborhood walking around with a bag of shit.
I love how she got all upset because the news media came to her door after she alerted them by email.
Exactly.
Listen, this is such not, when you think about the nonsense that is going on here, it's mind-boggling. But all right, listen, it's the stuff comedies are made of.
Yes. Does this whole incident make you that much more proud to work for the show? The fact that it's turned in and exposed some of these people who claim to be holier than thou.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's going to change anything up there, but yeah, it is interesting that I didn't have, all she needed to do was talk for people to figure out what she's all about, and that's fine. And she's who she is, and I'm who I am, and we could all represent the town in some capacity, but I don't have to agree with her, and I don't.
Now, the other thing was that a local congressman told you just to stay the course, that you're a good guy. But are you thinking about giving up in any way? Does it become too much?
It's too late to give up now, because if I give up, I really do believe it's just a handful of people. So if I am going down, I'm going down in flames. But I'm not stopping now.
So the hassle is truly worth it at this point.
Well, I've invested so much in that to walk away now would be stupid. I might as well. I'm only going to get another 2 weeks of shit, and I've already gotten so much shit that I might as well just keep going. So at least I could, I am pretty sure I will be appointed. And if I'm not, that'll be a story too.
There has been a lot of shit.
Yes.
Let me tell you something about this fucking Colleen Jenkins bitch, okay? Gary has never endangered anyone's health. You can't bring a bag of shit to a public place and pull it out and put it on a table in front of other people. This chick is a monster. You should be thrown in jail for doing something like that. If I brought a bag of shit to work, I'd be fired. This woman is out of control. Did Gary throw bologna at a woman's ass? Yes. Has he touched boobs to make sure that they were real or fake? Yes. Has he said some things that could maybe be construed as anti-feminist? I don't know. But I'll tell you what Gary's never done. He's never shit in a bag and brought it to work. Never, as far as I know. It's disgusting, it's criminal, and she should be thrown out of the community. Thank you.
Steve, in all your years of reporting, have you ever seen a ridiculous act like this pulled before, where someone's actually bringing a bag of feces into a political forum?
I worked at Hard Copy. I worked at A Current Affair. This is one of the greatest stories I've ever had the privilege of covering.
And are you that much more proud to be affiliated with the Howard Stern Show?
Absolutely.
He's a baby.
Regardless of where you work, it's the story that counts.
So, Neil, what are you doing?
Interviewing Howard for Rolling Stone.
Are you nervous?
I would definitely say it's the interview of all the interviews I've done, which is 15 years for everyone from Tom Cruise to Madonna to Lady Gaga. This is probably the one I've got the most anxiety about.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, him being an interviewer, right? And the best, and not just saying that he is the best. I've sat here in the green room with people I've written books with and see that he gets more out of them than anybody else. So A, he's the best of that, and B, there's no one else. Most of the people you interview, they keep their private and their public lives really separate. And you're someone who's been out and open with so much that, what can you get into that hasn't been discussed on the air?
Right. So are you going into this with something in mind that you think you'll find out, want to find out?
I never have a strong angle. I have a list of probably 11 pages of questions, of which we'll probably get to 3 of those pages, and we'll kind of see where it goes.
Right, he gets a little cranky after the show. He works very hard.
I'll keep that in mind. It's a little good to know.
Well,
I interviewed him before at the show.
During the show is really best.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same, because there it's a performance. And when you sit down to do an interview, when it's not a performance, you can get other sides of people than you would get on the show.
Okay, we'll break away.
Any advice for me, by the way?
I have to steal Neil away. If you'll follow me, please.
Okay. Is it safe to leave my bag in there?
Yeah, why don't you bring it with you? Just because you're just going to be in here for so long, it's always good to just have it with you. Just so you know, we're not on the air yet. The lights are on, so we're just playing a bit, and we're going over some stuff until he comes back. Neil?
Hey, Neil. It's kind of interesting, but... Over there is Neil Strauss. Neil is a writer for Rolling Stone magazine.
We're being observed.
Anyway, Neil and I will have a conversation later this afternoon where I will reveal myself to him.
Does he have poignant
questions?
Yes, questions.
He looks
things that will split you open.
He looks very unprepared, quite frankly. Have you prepared for the interview with me at all?
Yeah, I got to say, and I've interviewed people for maybe 15, 20 years at Rolling Stone. Right. This is the one I've been the most nervous about, that I've done the most preparation for.
And Neil has actually been around here a couple of times because he's written some celebrity books.
Uh-huh.
You know, where the celebrity pretends he wrote them.
Right.
Right. And meanwhile, Neil did all the work. You're the author of The Game, which is a book on, it's considered the most important book on how to pick up women.
But it's not really, it's really a book about, it's not really a how-to book. I think it's got a bad reputation as that, and it is that partly, but it's a book about male insecurity. It's just my own story about learning.
Because you get laid a lot, right? Even though, like, you're not some beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I'm joining the club.
It's
right.
true.
Like, you get laid a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't before. I just studied, and this wasn't, it was with Judith Regan, actually.
You wrote the book for Judith.
Yeah, and it was, and I spent 2 years, like, just learning from the world's greatest pickup artists around the world till I figured out how it worked. Because I was
the book isn't
guy.
So much about picking up women. It's more about how to sort of empower yourself and get a good attitude, right? That kind of thing, like a self-help book?
That's not that generic self-help thing at all.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's more like... it's more about male insecurity, being a clueless guy who didn't know how to do anything, and all of a sudden learning the rules by which women operate.
How much, if you don't mind me being crude, how much pussy do you get?
I mean,
honestly,
I'll tell you. Right now, I've had a girlfriend for the last year.
Okay,
but during the game, it got so that. And I know, and you can challenge me on it, it's fine, but it's true.
No, I'm not challenging.
Yeah, but it got so that I could walk up to any woman, I'd say like 95% chance get the phone number, 90% see her again, and if she didn't have a boyfriend, there was a good chance we'd sleep together. And
wow. In other words, were you doing this to prove a point, or?
I mean, I think I was. The truth is, I think it was coming from a deep sense of low self-esteem from being the guy who never got laid in high school or college.
Were these girls a 10 or a 9 as opposed to like a 2? I mean, like.
Right. No. The better. Well, it's interesting. The better I got at it, obviously, the more challenging the women are. But what I also found that it was sometimes easier if we're going to rate women, like a 9 or a 10 than a 2, because a 2.
I couldn't get 2s.
Right.
Sometimes I get really hot chicks. I couldn't get the 2s. I couldn't get fat chicks.
It's true. Guys think it's going to be easier if they approach that girl and she's going to give them more shit than anybody.
I can see you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it was for me, in high school, I go to these parties with these fat chicks. I said, well, you know what? This will be good for my self-esteem. I'll fuck a fat chick. They all brush me off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what is that?
Yeah. And another interesting thing, right, is that I found that, and we'll go with numbers again, but like a 7 or 8 for a guy who's not as good looking like us is going to be more difficult than a 9 or a 10 because they don't need to validate themselves with a good looking guy. Some girls.
So let me understand something.
So you know even who to go after and how to approach them.
You wrote a book called The Game.
Right.
When did you write the book?
It came out like 2005.
Okay. I see Richard Roper's on the phone. But I don't
we
want
can talk later. I'll be around.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Okay.
You wrote the book, The Game. And the premise, you're a guy who never got laid in high school. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
21.
Okay,
wow.
So that's really late.
Yeah.
That's true. Like even in college you didn't get it.
Yeah, like you are
pathetic. And I went to Vassar, a women's college.
Women's college.
Yeah, on purpose.
And you couldn't get laid there.
I didn't get laid even not with a single person.
So you were like the nerdy, dweeby guy.
Completely. And my prom date, and this isn't even the book I remembered afterward, but my prom date left prom with another guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you when you first kissed a girl?
I think senior year in high school, like a freshman girl.
So you were the loser's loser.
I mean,
were?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't good with, women didn't like me.
And you had some sort of epiphany where all of a sudden you knew how to get laid.
It was step by step. I dedicated 2 years to it. It was an obsession.
And who taught you most of this stuff, these techniques, if you will?
Yeah, there was a whole group of like maybe 5 guys. I bet probably the best known because he got a reality show after the book came out because he was in it was that guy Mystery from that VH1 show.
You talked to him.
Yeah, he was one of the guys in the book.
Don't women basically look at a guy and then go, they make a snap judgment whether they would, I've heard this, that they make a snap judgment right away whether they would sleep with a guy or not. They know within the first 30 seconds if they're interested.
Exactly, and that's why, and this is the genius part of it, is there's a whole performance you sort of put on as soon as you walk into a club or a room. So by the time they see you, you're already around maybe women you've already met. So, so there's a whole...
Yes,
yeah.
Is part of the performance having other women pay attention to you?
For sure. If you're really going for the superstar in the room,
right?
For sure.
You've got to be the most desirable guy in the room,
right.
So somehow you got to convince them that all the other women are after you.
Yeah, because the first thing women look at when they walk into a room is the other women there, the competition. Then they see what guys those women are with. Then they'll see the single guys.
I want to continue this discussion after I speak to Richard because
I'm wondering about
I don't
him
understand.
coaching JD.
Could you turn JD into a winner? I mean, he really is a loser.
Yeah, we can talk.
I mean, he's paying chicks to blow dildos on the internet. I mean, he's in bad shape.
I'll see what I can do with him.
Jesus, are you really that good at it, or is this a shtick? Are you real? How much? Did you fuck celebrities?
I don't know. I don't know if I did fuck celebrities.
Did you fuck models?
Yeah. I mean, if you want, do you want to hear the crazy? I mean, yeah. It's interesting, and we can talk about it. I'm happy to be challenged on it.
I feel I should do an article on you, Vin Ross.
Okay, we'll do that.
Go ahead, yeah.
But and I haven't even said. But after the game, and maybe this is sickness or disease. But after the game, it got to the point. I mean, first of all, the guys. I did these books with Jenna Jameson, Motley Crue, just because I envied their lifestyle.
Right.
But anyway, after the game, it got to a point where it got crazy. Like it'd be 5 women at once, and crazy.
5 women in the bed at once?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You and 5 women, and they're banging you, blowing you.
What? Well.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah.
You're goddamn right. It's interesting.
Why did you stop?
You know what? Because
his dick fell off.
Exactly. I thought the perfect thing would be to, after I started having these multiple experiences, I started dating a woman who was into that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I think I stopped because I realized, in general, the women who are into that stuff aren't really good in relationships. So eventually you have to make a choice.
Hey, you know, this leads into Richard Roper. I'll get back to you in a minute. Richard Roper is banging a chick now. This guy.
He is a master.
Richard Roper did the Siskel and Ebert thing. You know, he was the guy who, after Gene died, he took over. And, you know, I figure him, too. He seems like he's a bit of a schlub. And he walks in one night with a girl, a perfect 10, if you understand. I mean, so beautiful and sexy that you wanted to kill Richard and have sex with his girlfriend. That's the kind of animalistic thoughts you had. Well, I'm thinking to myself, how did he get her? You know, no offense, he's a lovely guy, charming, but, you know, come on. She's way out of his league. He could care less about this girl.
And he sort of proves it.
He fucked her multiple times, dumped her, and he now has a girl who's 10 times hotter than her, according to guys who have seen her. Richard, who's this new girl you have? Oh, wow. There's a picture. Wow-wee. Whoa. Maron.
Howard, there's nothing like an introduction that says, I wanted to kill him and have sex with his girlfriend.
You can quote me on that.
And I enjoyed your interview there with Wilmer Valderrama. Jeez.
Let me tell you something. This guy's got a story.
He's got a story, all right. And then I was on the space shuttle, and then I told Gaddafi he had to get out of Libya. No, I'm sure he's telling the truth.
Richard, I'm looking at the picture of the girl that you're having sex with. Is she a professional model?
She's done some modeling, yeah.
Wow. Neil, you would say a 10 right there, right? On this girl.
Looks like a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Did you bang her?
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right.
Wow.
Richard, the girl that I saw you with years ago, you dumped her, right?
Well, we parted ways, Howard, years ago. We parted as friends.
I would have been like, I'm never parting with this girl. See, I figured the party stops when you find one that looks like that.
Well, then I read a book called The Game, and I knew there was more out there.
How'd you meet this new one? And she seems very young, if that's an accurate picture.
She's a great girl. I just met her here in Chicago. We've been dating. I mean, she's a girlfriend. I mean, she's...
Oh, you're willing to call her a girlfriend?
Absolutely.
The other one you weren't?
Well, sure she was then.
Yeah. And
there's a timeline here, you know.
How'd you get her? You met her where?
Just met her at a bar in Chicago after a baseball game.
And you started talking to her, and did you think she was out of your league at first?
I just thought she was a very sweet, adorable, a beautiful girl.
But you can't tell that from across a room.
Sure you can, Robin.
Put a picture of Richard's... Gary, put a picture of Richard's girlfriend on the web right now at howardstern.com and tweet this out there. People need to see this. What does she do for a living now?
She's done some acting, some modeling. She's working in some restaurants here in Chicago.
Ay, vey is mere. The first time you get her naked, are you just beside yourself, or are you just used to this kind of party?
Are you saying, thank God I learned to write?
Yeah, I mean, who knew writing could pay off? I mean, with those dopey reviews. Crying out loud. This guy, I see him on Twitter. He's reviewing everything. He reviews movies, anything.
Anything, he'll review it.
And I'll tell you what, women love it.
I will. You walk past me on the street, and I'll give you a quick 3 stars, 3.5, or thumbs down.
How old a girl am I looking at here?
She's a little bit younger than me.
How old is she?
She's in her 20s.
Or 20s? How old are you now? You're like 50.
I'm 51.
A little bit younger than him.
Yeah.
Good Lord. You're never getting married, are you?
I'm, well, I'm emotionally about the same age as her, so it's a good match.
Do you think you'd ever marry her?
You never know.
Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Imagine that. 51.
Roger didn't get married for a long time.
Roger was probably, well into his 40s, I think, and he's been married to the beautiful Chaz for probably 20 years.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Roger got laid a lot, too.
Yeah.
And whoever thought he was getting laid?
You just have to watch the movies. You don't have to even be in them. Who knew?
Yeah, right. Like why bother being an actor?
Watch movies.
Yeah, watch movies for a living. It's it's the greatest job in the world, right?
It is the greatest job in the world.
You sit there like the Grand Poobah and you give reviews.
That's right. People do all this work and then you comment on it.
Oh, yeah. They pour their heart and soul and lifetime fortunes into it and 8 years of work, and then I watch it for an hour and a half and call it a piece of shit. It's a great job. Lovely,
Richard,
just lovely.
If I may be so blunt, how long does it take before you get into a girl of that caliber's pants? I mean,
I don't remember details like that. Come on.
How long have you been together?
We've been dating for almost 2 years, actually.
Is it a year? Is it a month?
It's a year.
It was 18 months before she even learned my name.
No, seriously, is it a week that it takes? I mean, this is a major girl. Is this the best looking girl you've ever had?
How could anyone be better looking than that? She's a great girl.
Have you met her parents?
Yes.
Are they nauseated by you? I mean, you're 51 and she's what, 21?
Is this what they expected?
She's probably 22.
Right.
Are they nauseated by you?
I mean, are they...
I walked into the house and there were multiple vomitings going on. They're not...
No, I mean, did the parents give you a hard time about... I mean, you're talking about an age spread of over 30 years.
No, it's less than that, actually. It's not
Not really.
Not that
it's kind of a Howard Beth age difference. Really.
No,
I'm
19 years.
Yeah, it's in that range. No,
that's appropriate.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Wow.
I read the game and I follow your life, Howard, and we just.
Meanwhile, the author of the game is staring at the picture of your girlfriend obsessively.
I think he's coming back into the game.
Yeah, no, beautiful girl, Madon. Look at that. Is she a swinger?
No, she's not.
Has she ever brought a girl into the bed?
No. Very traditional girl.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is the
You
one.
went for the traditional this time, huh?
Yes. I just had to wait for her to be born, Robin. That was the main thing.
When you go to when you say you met her in a bar, did you have to buy her drinks because she gets carded?
Well, yeah, she had to wait around the corner while I got her back.
So she was outside and said, "Hey, mister, can you get us some drinks for me and my friends?"
Well,
That's
I will say
embarrassing.
when we go out, the wait staff's usually very nice. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Roper? And they're like, we're going to need to see a few forms of identification because she looks very young. I mean, she looks,
Are you living with her?
No.
Boy, how do you pull that off? She's got some shitty apartment. Then she comes over to your place, and then she's like,
"This is how he keeps the romance going."
Yeah, she's probably all impressed with his apartment. She's like, "Oh wow, you have your own car?"
She has a very nice place.
Yeah, and you say she's an actress, but she isn't really, is she?
Well, she does little acting, little modeling.
Where did she act? What
She's
movie?
in Chicago. What kind of acting?
Where do you act in Chicago?
She's acting like she's interested in me every day. You know what a challenge that has to be?
Tell the truth. Does she live with her parents?
No, she doesn't.
She has a very nice house. It's the one she grew up in.
I'm like Dawson. It's like Dawson's Creek, you know?
Yeah, right. Here comes that old guy.
He climbs through the window.
You're the man, I'll tell you. You've got him coming and going, all perfect 10s, I'll tell you that. You're something else, man. That's why I admire you. I don't read your reviews. I admire this.
Thanks, Howard. Thank you. I'm glad I put in 20-hour days. So.
By the way, Richard, the Academy Awards are actually coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
And so I asked Richard to give us, his picks. People like that kind of thing.
Absolutely. I'm interested because this year has been an odd year.
I'll tell you my pick, and then, Richard, you can tell me why I'm right. Best Supporting Actress. I don't even know.
You like the mother in The Fighter.
Yeah, well, there's always a difference between, who you're predicting is going to win and your favorite performance.
Yeah.
And that Melissa Leo, who plays the mom in The Fighter, she's got the kind of role that you win an Oscar for. She's got the wig, and she's got she steals every scene, and she's yelling at the daughters, and she's yelling at Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, and she's a great actress.
Can I be honest with you, though? As much as I like that woman and I like the movie The Fighter, the little girl in True Grit, is she up for an award?
Yes, she is.
For that award?
Isn't she Best Actress?
I think she's actually up for Best Supporting Actress, even though
Best Supporting?
She's got Haley Steinfeld, I think her name is.
Yeah, I thought she was terrific.
You know, it's funny, too, because she's up for Best Supporting Actress, but she's got the lead in that movie. I mean, she's in every scene.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be in the, would have to be in the Best Actress category.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the movie way more than Jeff Bridges or Matt Damon or anybody, but they can put, you know, they don't have any rules for the Academy. They can put you in any category. So
Right.
they got her for Best Supporting Actress, even though she was really the lead. She would be the one that might win in the upset, because, you know, the Supporting Actress category is sometimes where you get those strange choices like Mira Sorvino won and Marissa Tomei won.
Right.
I actually have almost seen all the movies this year that are up for, because that's why I think the Academy Awards don't do that well in the ratings, because some of these movies...
They're very obscure. They're not the
Yeah.
big blockbusters.
But for Best Supporting Actor, it comes down to two guys.
Who?
Christian Bale in The Fighter.
Right.
And Jeffrey Rush in the King's Speech. And,
Right.
and in my mind, Jeffrey Rush deserves it. This guy is some actor, but I wouldn't be upset if Christian Bale got it.
Christian Bale was amazing.
All right, who's going to win that one?
Christian Bale's going to win. I agree it's between those two actors, and the King's Speech might sweep the awards, so they might hear Jeffrey Rush. But, you know, he's got a Best Actor Oscar already,
Yes.
so sometimes the Academy goes, all right, this guy's already won once. Christian Bale's a great actor.
Is that what they do? When you say the Academy,
Yeah.
Is it a group of people who get together and go, yeah, this guy, or is it just like individual voters all have that collective thought?
It's individual voters, but they have a certain mindset. You know, it's usually, and when people are in the Academy, they're in it for life. So it's an older voting group, which is sometimes you see, that's why you see the more traditional movies winning. And I do think politics plays a part in it. Like, I mean, look at Al Pacino. He won for Scent of a Woman. Not his best movie, but he hadn't won for Godfather. He hadn't won for Serpico. Dog Day Afternoon, all these great movies. So like, oh, shit, it's time to give Al Pacino the Oscar. We got to vote him in this year.
Are people angry with Christian Bale because of that tirade he had on the set where he yelled and screamed? Could that hurt him with the Academy voters?
I think if it had happened last month, yeah. You know, he doesn't have the best reputation, and that kind of stuff plays into it, too. It is a popularity contest. But,
yeah.
You know, I think, you know, by now, and I think actually, you know, the largest branch of the Academy is the acting branch. I think a lot of actors would be like, oh, I can relate to him. You know, I've had moments like that, too. So I don't think they'll hold it against him.
That's what I think. It's not the people voting, it's actors.
Best actress is who? Natalie Portman?
Yeah, Natalie Portman's going to win for Black Swan. I thought early in this that maybe Annette Bening would win for The Kids Are All Right.
She was great.
Yeah, she's great, and a lot of people thought she should have won for American Beauty. She's never won. She's married to Warren Beatty, so they're kind of Hollywood royalty, all that stuff. But Natalie Portman's winning every awards, you know.
It seems by the time we get to the Academy Awards, it's already almost been determined that there's no surprises.
Yeah, and you know they moved them up a month, and everybody else just moved all their awards up a month, so it didn't matter. They should hand them out like in November.
Now, if this guy, Colin Firth, doesn't win for Best Actor, I thought that was the performance of a lifetime in the movie The King's Speech. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are correct, sir.
I mean, I never seen it.
Well, what's the competition?
I don't know. This guy, I don't know what the other guys who were nominated, but this guy was spectacular.
The other nominees, you've got James Franco for 127 Hours.
I wouldn't watch that.
2 Tenths for you?
A whole movie of a guy cutting his own arm off? I can't watch that.
Howard, it's a great movie, and that's just one scene in there. But Jeff Bridges,
Robin and I are working on a script where I eat my own foot.
If that's what people like, that's what we're doing.
If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Get the guy from Rolling Stone to write the screenplay. If everybody bang goes, it'll be a huge hit at the box office.
I'm talking, believe me. I better get a good article out of you. Hey, am I going to get a good article out of you?
You know, it's a Q&A, so it's everything you say is going to be in there.
Don't fuck me up.
it's a Q&A.
Yeah. If I lose my mind and say something stupid, protect me.
All right, done.
He's not the guy that interviewed Bieber, is he, and trapped him up on all those questions?
No, that's not me.
Did you interview that general who got fired?
No,
good, because I can't afford to lose this gig.
Be careful, Howard. I don't know. That guy's tricky. He might get your pants off before that interview's over.
Yeah, that'd be worse of a problem.
Now, Richard, I, of course, have been saying for months that in terms of the best film of the year, the best film of the year, hands down, is King's Speech, where the king, of course, has a speech impediment. It is a fantastic movie. Robin, like many people, has been saying... Social Network. I am right. Am I correct?
You're both wrong. The best picture of the year was Inception, of course.
No.
Well, I did say Inception, too. That technically is the best.
Yeah, technically the most impressive.
Yeah.
And Christopher Nolan not getting nominated for Best Director is a joke. I don't know how they couldn't nominate him.
Are you saying Inception will win?
No, I'm not saying it will win. It doesn't have a chance. It's between the two pictures you mentioned, and the King's Speech has all the momentum. I thought the King's Speech was really solid, kind of typical British drama, really well written, fantastic performances. But I thought The Social Network was amazing. They took the story of Facebook, which is a guy sitting in front of a computer and people giving depositions, and they made it thrilling. I can't believe you didn't like that.
I liked that. I thought it was a good movie, but it was not as good as The King's Speech. How come a movie like Inception, if it's so good, why do you say it doesn't have a chance?
I think that some of the Academy probably said they were confused by it. The King's Speech is laid out in classic dramatic fashion. You've got a guy who's trying to overcome a great difficulty, and he triumphs. It's that kind of a story.
Listen, I'm recently on this Twitter. What do you do all day? You're on that thing 24/7. I see you on there. I mean, what's going on with you? Are you working or are you Twittering?
I'm doing both. It's part of work, right? And look at you. I told you you're the king now.
All right, you have a couple other predictions about the Academy Awards that I really like here.
What do you think of the hosts?
Well, here, listen to this. He gives the odds on some things, and maybe you'll comment on these.
Sure.
Odds that the co-hosts James Franco and Anne Hathaway's opening routine will include a pre-taped number or song.
It has to, doesn't it?
That's almost a given, right? They have to do a song.
Yeah, that's why I put it at 1 to 2, so it's more likely that that'll happen than not.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing all these pre-taped bits. You've seen any of these commercials. I think they're both pretty funny. It was an interesting choice. But you know what happens with the hosts every year? They come out, they do some pre-taped number, they do some Billy Crystal type song, and then they pretty much disappear for the next 3 hours. They're traffic cops because they have to cram in all those best visual, live animation, action, short categories.
You're right. It's the Academy Awards have become a formula. In a sense, the host comes out, they do a song, they say some stupid stuff, and then boom,
you hardly ever see them again.
Which is good because then you say, okay, here you go.
Yeah, then you make
listen to this. Yeah. I love what you wrote. Number of times the winners will take out a crumpled, handwritten note and stumble over their acceptance speech.
Wow.
And you say your guess is 5.
Yeah, it happens every time. I get these people, they come up there, they're all out of breath, and they're like, they pull out the napkin, or, I scribbled some notes on the way here. And I'm like, look, you've been nominated for like 2 months. Write something down. Get something prepared. Act like you've been there. Act like you know what you're going to do.
You know what I think it is? It becomes the cool thing. Like, oh man, I'm so unprepared.
I didn't think I was going to win.
I never expected to win. It's a cool. Everyone wants to be cool, right?
Exactly. These women get up there. Oh, I just spent 6 weeks not eating anything. 2 weeks at the hairdresser, makeup, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't really expect to be up here. This caught me so off guard. But
this is great.
My little crumpled napkin.
Number of times winners will use an iPad or some other 21st century device as a notebook. Now, you say 0. I say at least once.
It would be cool if somebody, actually entered the 21st century, got some great product placement. If somebody won for the Social Network, get up there and use your iPad, use your Droid.
I can envision somebody whipping out their iPhone or Droid and like checking it or Twittering during it.
Or having their speech written on it.
Wouldn't that be something?
Number of Justin Bieber jokes, you say at least 2.
Yeah, there's always that, they have to be in the moment, so I'm sure the host will make a joke or there'll be some routine about that,
You say number of times the orchestra will attempt to play off a winner who's going too long on a song, and you say 6 times at least.
I think that's low.
Especially in those early categories, when those people get up there, they've won an award for something you've never seen. It's somebody you've never heard of, and now they're thanking people that you really don't care about. And those are the ones that go on forever. It was a dream of mine to one day win the Oscar for Best Animated Documentary Live Short.
But what's sad is the big stars get treated the same as the documentary winners. They really should give the documentary winners 10 seconds to make a speech.
Right.
And then finally, when someone like, I don't know.
If Colin Firth wins.
Give him a few minutes.
Oh, especially with some of these actors, because it'd be great. Julia Roberts went up there and she just was rambling on. Just let her keep going.
That's the greatness. That's why they're so afraid of insulting these documentary. In other words, they got to be even-handed. They shouldn't be. They should say
nobody's there for them.
Yeah, we got to keep this baby rolling.
Yeah, if they got rid of all those, they don't have to get rid of those categories. Just have a luncheon like the day before and hand out those awards. Do a quick 30-second medley recapping that. Do the main categories. It'd be a 2-hour show. It'd probably get double the ratings. And, when Colin Firth wins or Natalie Portman goes up there, let them ramble on. Who cares?
Here's an interesting one you write. A number of times Richard Roper will bang his 17-year-old girlfriend on Oscar night.
Man.
You say at least 3.
Do you watch in bed?
You say 3 times at least, right?
Well, I'm hosting a viewing party in Chicago, so people will definitely get their money's worth if that was the case.
What will she wear to the party? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Does she ever go to like restaurants with you and not wear panties? That's such a fantasy.
No, that's unsanitary. Come on, Howard.
Is that true? Like, I mean, does she ever
Around food?
Will she ever put does she do things for you that like wear a mini skirt and no panties?
Howard, she does things for me like showing up at this point.
How old was her last boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Liar.
The last two couldn't reach his age.
All right, here we
Thanks,
go.
Robin. How are you doing over there?
I'm teasing. You know I love you.
Let's see. Number of lame tweets we'll get from various stars or their publicists on Oscar Day, 437. Number of times winners will thank their agents, 12. Number of times winners will thank their parents, 6. And fallen stars will get the loudest applause during the medley of dead people. You predict Leslie Nielsen.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
Tony Curtis, Lynn Redgrave, and Jill Clayburgh. I always feel bad for the unknowns who don't get any applause.
I know.
That
People
is
go,
the
who?
worst. Isn't that the worst thing they do at the Academy Awards? They could just turn the sound down in the audience, but they do the medley of dead people, which proves that even after you die in Hollywood, there's still a pecking order. So people are like, oh, Jill Clayburgh, I remember her. She was great. Then it's like, oh, that's some 90-year-old makeup artist. I'm not going to clap for her. I didn't know her. It's horrible.
Are you aware of Mr. Skin at all?
Yeah, I know Skin.
Did you read any of his Anatomy Awards this year?
Of course, I follow that very closely. I'm hoping one day to become a voting member of the Skin
Wouldn't that be great?
Awards.
Yeah, why can't I be a voting member of that and you be a voting member of that?
Controversial choices this year, I'll tell you.
Well, I love Richard Roper. You can check out all of Richard Roper's Oscar picks at richardroper.com. He really is a great
By the
guy,
way,
opinionated guy, funny guy, yeah.
What is the best song? I don't even remember any songs.
Oh, it'll be from Toy Story 3. They always go with that kind of cute little song that plays over the closing credits. So it'll be the song from Toy Story 3.
By the way, here's something depressing. You can see Richard on Real Z channel.
Reels, just Reels, like Reels. That's not depressing. It's an up-and-coming channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all about the movie.
Here I was feeling bad for you.
No, don't feel bad for me. And Howard, thank you for following me on Twitter. After you followed me, I picked up like 10,000 new followers.
I love it. You happen to be very good at it.
Well, thank you.
You say some interesting things.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You too. It's a lot of fun. You're doing a great job with the commentary on Private Parts was groundbreaking. A landmark moment in Twitter history.
Thanks, Richard. And we'll look forward to hopefully seeing you in here soon.
Yeah, good to talk to you.
All right, later. All right.
See you.
That's the great Richard Roper who got the rug pulled out.
The reason he's great.
He got the rug pulled out from under him when Roger got his health fell apart.
I know.
Richard had a cush gig with Roger Ebert. And then Roger had that, I don't even know what it is. It took his whole fucking jaw out.
He got the worst cancer. My God, it was in his throat and in his jaw.
And he's the greatest, that Roger, because he had opinions on everything. And
he still does.
Yeah, I know. I read his Twitter. He can't talk now, so he constantly Twitters.
Yeah.
He's got Twitter diarrhea, like you wouldn't believe, and it's great. It's good to hear from him. That Twitter's a great invention for him.
It keeps him current.
Yeah. Well, anyway, do I have to take a break?
Yes, we do.
Oy vey.
Can you imagine Roger would explode with all those thoughts in him if he couldn't get them out?
Yep. His head almost exploded. That's what happened.
The reason we love them so much.
Boy, that was some picture of... let me ask you something. Is that the kind of caliber of woman you were getting? Like Richard Roper's girlfriend?
I mean, I feel like I'm in the position of like...
Be honest. Just be straight with me.
Yeah,
you look at that and you go...
You could pick her up if you were there that night.
It was across the board, but there were women that attractive for sure.
They were that attractive?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you had 5 in the bed with you, you'd have 5 girls that look like her?
No.
Right, and I believe that. That's believable to me. Because when you get 5 of them,
you got to have a little smorgasbord.
Right. You get a couple of 6s and 4s. But added up, that's way over 10.
Exactly.
Hey, 5 2s are a 10. Any way you look at it. All right, that was Richard Roper. Neil Strauss is here. He's writing the article on Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone magazine is putting me on their cover. In fact, this is all being done rather quickly because it's the March issue.
Right.
So we have to get it. We have to wrap it up quick. What is your deadline on the article about me? You're interviewing me today, and when do you have to have your article in?
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm promised a follow-up phone call with you. We'll see.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I was going to ask, is there a situation where they go to you, look, we need more or we want more in that area, and you have to come back?
Yeah, and they'll always say that.
Listen, when we're done, you won't need more. When I do an interview, I put it all out there, and then you'll have enough. You won't need a follow-up phone call. Look at me.
All right.
Do you need a follow-up phone call? No.
You just promised me one a minute ago.
You're not going to need it, though.
Okay.
You understand?
That'd be amazing.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
I'll like you a lot better if you don't follow up. Listen, I get people in here. I had Bill Murray on for an hour the other day.
Right.
I didn't get any follow-up. That's it.
But you wanted to. You said afterward you wanted to talk to him again.
I did.
Right.
Well,
But he doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Right.
Neither do you. No, whatever you need, I'll cooperate. Believe me. I didn't realize you were so prominent with this pickup book of yours, The Game.
Well, we'll see how good he is if he can turn JD into a ladies' man.
Maybe he can't. I think of me, you're matching him.
I think we've got a challenge for you.
I still don't understand, though, what you're saying. And I'm not.
You know, go
in
ahead.
other words, okay, you didn't get laid till you were 21.
Right.
You were, a nebbish.
Right.
A glom.
Right.
A dweeb.
Keep going.
Could you call him more names?
A mishkite. You were all these things.
Right.
And suddenly, you had this epiphany.
Right, but it was step by step.
Right, and you said to yourself, I don't want to go through life not being the guy who, is a wallflower. I don't want to be the scum of the earth the rest of my life. I want to evolve into something more than that. I want to get beautiful women.
Right.
And you set out on a plan to discover how to do this?
Yeah, well, I had actually given up because...
Clear your throat.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to vomit from you. Go ahead. Yes? And you're telling me you're getting laid. All right, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, really, the whole reason I did the Motley Crue book, besides wanting the stories, is I wanted to be backstage with them and have that backstage pass and maybe, get some sex going on.
Right.
Right? So when that didn't happen, I went on tour with them, didn't get laid the whole time.
Right. Even there you couldn't
Even
get
there, and I would literally go get a stack of backstage passes, walk around, hand them out to women.
How old were you when you got the epiphany to actually research this thing and really put your mind to it? Like you devoted this to a job. I'm going to learn how to fuck women.
Yeah, and I'd given up at that point. I'd literally given up.
How old were you at that point?
Probably late 20s.
Late 20s.
Maybe
But
28,
did you
29.
hear him?
Right.
He's walking around with a stack of backstage passes at a Motley Crue concert,
Right.
and he couldn't get laid.
Well, of course not. First, he's around Motley Crue.
Right.
And you had lost your hair already at this age in 20s?
Yeah, but I was in the Rogaine phase.
You were in the Rogaine phase.
Right.
You were losing your hair. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6". You're a short guy. You're balding. You're a real mess.
Right.
And yet you said, I am not going to live my life as this loser guy that hangs around and never gets laid.
Well, actually, I thought I'm going to have to live my life as this loser guy who never gets laid.
Right.
And then one of Judith Regan's editors found this community online of this secret online community of pickup artists.
Right.
He said, why don't you check this out and write a how-to book for me?
Oh, so Judith hired you to write the book
Well,
about
I said I pretended like I wanted to do it. I had no interest in writing the book.
Right.
I just wanted to find out these tips and things.
So you were getting paid, because I was going to say to you, this is a full-time job. How did you make money during that period? But Judith Regan's book company was paying you.
Well, here's what's crazy. I was writing for the New York Times at the time.
Right.
And so when I went into this world, I changed my name because I figured if the New York Observer or some of those papers that like to bash the Times found out this Times reporter was posting his entire sex life and frustrations online in this community,
So you had a pseudonym.
Torture me, yeah. So I had no intention to write a book till it got kind of crazy.
All right, so what was really the big game changer for you, where you were getting models that looked like Richard Roper's girlfriend, and you were getting like
yeah,
super,
was there one tip
5
that
girls in bed?
Right there,
changed it exponentially?
There was a moment when I realized...
Clear your throat, for Christ's sake.
All right. There was a moment when I realized I got it, but it was a step-by-step thing. And I think the moment was when I took a workshop, as they call it, with that guy Mystery from the VH1 show back before that.
Mystery is a guy who teaches.
He's a guy who teaches. He's one of maybe 20 guys in this little world.
And this really works, because I look at Mystery on that show and I go, I would never talk to him.
Because you're looking at him like that. He's saying out in the wild, you would look at him. Now, so... And his name is Mystery? Is that his pickup name, Mystery? Do you have a pickup name?
I do, and I did. And
what is your name?
Oh, God. It was this is horrible. It was Style.
Style?
Right.
All right, get out of here. Rolling Stone, send me someone else to be interviewed.
Let me tell you something. It's a weird Fight Club thing. I was in the airport coming here.
Who gave you that name, Style? Yourself? Or
I think Mystery gave it to you. And the reason you have these is not because it's a cool thing. It's because...
Pump you up.
Because you don't want not even to pump you up. You don't want girls you meet to look you up online and find out what you're doing, so you make up just a handle or a code name in the
You
internet
introduce
chat
yourself
rooms.
to these women as
No, of course
You
not.
could
say you're
actually
Neil.
say that?
You said I'm Neil.
Yeah, you give him your name.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when he was coaching you and stuff, you don't want. He calls you Style so that you're not recognizable.
I mean, I was walking through the airport today, and some guy said, the security guy goes, "Oh, hey, Style," at the thing. It's a weird Fight Club thing. It's strange.
Yeah, my name was Hook Nose. That's what they call me.
It didn't sound sexy.
That's right. And so, what was the game changer? In other words, all of a sudden,
I'll tell you the moment.
You had a first conquest. What was the moment?
I mean, there were two moments. One was the first time I went out with Mystery. We went to this place called the Standard in Los Angeles.
Go ahead.
There were just a couple couples in there. He says, "I'm going to show you how it's done." Scott Baio was there with his girlfriend, and there were two other couples. I said, "Let's leave."
Right.
He walked, and Scott Baio's girlfriend was gorgeous.
And this guy, Mystery, he doesn't
in-
even get intimidated. Like, you're like, let's leave because Scott Baio's there. We're not going to get anybody
Right, and it's
here.
all couples.
You already were feeling, and it's all couples. And he
Yeah.
said, no, we don't leave.
Right.
We're fucking tonight.
Right.
Look at this guy. Go ahead. Okay, now take me with you. Go ahead.
Right. So,
yes?
So he walks up to the group. Scott Baio's there, two couples.
Right.
He walks in, and over the course of about 15 or 20 minutes, gets this girl to give him her phone number.
Which girl? The girl who's there with the
Scott
guy?
Baio's date. And Scott Baio's...
Mystery, or whatever his name is.
Scott Baio's date.
Got the phone number off of Scott Baio's date.
And Scott Baio literally goes to me, is this... And he does a little bit of magic in his thing. That's his shtick.
Yeah.
And he goes, is this a trick, or is he actually stealing my girlfriend? He literally said something along those lines to me. And that's when I said, okay, this is possible.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the epiphany.
And how did he get the number? By doing like his magic trick or something? Or
Well, the whole thing is you walk in, especially if you're not a good-looking guy, you don't hit on the girl, obviously, because as soon as you hit on her, she's going to be creeped out. You need to buy some time to show your personality.
Right.
If she's with guys, you need to win over the guys, show that you're harmless. So he just walks in, starts a casual conversation, pretends as if he's about to leave, so it's harmless, right?
Right.
And then steps back and says, by the way, I'll show you something interesting, and he starts doing the magic. And he's doing it for the guys, and the guys, they're probably bored, right? And they're like, oh, here's a guy who's entertaining us. That's great. And slowly, he sort of starts working his way toward the girl.
Right.
It's really smart.
And chicks
So it's all subtle.
And these chicks, they love magic.
And it's not...
They're suckers for that magic.
But not
even my wife, who said
David Blaine?
David Blaine, she was like, oh, and he does that magic. I go, what the fuck is with this magic?
Yeah, it's because you do the magic where they don't believe it's magic.
So did you take up magic? Was that your thing?
It wasn't my thing, but I did learn enough that I could have done, like, walked around tables and done it. But you're not there with cards.
Boy,
or,
picking up women is hard.
it's a lot of work.
That vagina you got is a gold mine, Robin.
Yeah.
You don't use it, I'm telling you, you don't use it enough.
That's the main thing.
Wow.
People think it's threatening, but you realize all the crazy extremes these guys go to. But you're not doing...
So how did you... But still, so you're doing magic tricks at a table? And did Magic fuck Mystery? Did he fuck Scott Baio's girlfriend?
He got the phone number. I don't think he ended up sleeping with her. He walked away with the phone number, which to me was enough as a guy who can approach. That was enough in that
And
moment.
that was an epiphany for you.
Right. That was an epiphany that was even possible, that a human being who
So
wasn't
how do
famous
you
could
turn
that.
into a stud? Where did you go to go get laid and all this?
I mean, from that moment, it was just obsessive practice and learning from those guys. And you start small. You just say, if I can do an approach without getting rejected, great. Okay, now let me do an approach without getting rejected, and now stay in the conversation a little longer so she doesn't want me to leave. Great. And maybe that's another month at work. Next month is now how can I get the phone number, and that's great. And then for the longest time, right, I could walk in, I could get anyone's phone number, but then how do you cross the bridge to making out with her? That was the biggest.
Yes.
That was the biggest trouble.
What was the bridge there?
Here was. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah,
What do you
okay.
think I'm doing here?
We're asking the question.
I know what it is. Roofies.
Exactly. So for me, because again, I couldn't possibly believe a girl would ever find me attractive. So I'd go on dates with these girls. I couldn't pull the trigger, and they would get bored and leave.
Right.
You know,
You're
because
the friend all the time. Right.
Yeah. So this sounds cheesy to say, but I'll tell you what it was for me.
Yeah.
I did this. So we had little names for the routines we would do, because I had like a little script that I just sort of figured out that started working, and I can tell you what it
Give me the script.
Okay.
Damn it, you're all embarrassed. Just do it.
It was called the evolution phase shift routine.
Evolution phase shift routine.
This sounds horrible, and here's what it was, which was, you can't just, if you just kind of make a lunge for a girl, even if she wants to kiss you, her autopilot response is to back off a little bit.
Right.
So what you have to do is start getting her comfortable with touch slowly in a kind of comfortable way.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Right. So and this is what I did, and this isn't what I do now, but this is what I did to get over that hurdle for myself.
Okay.
Okay. So the first step was, I knew as an insecure guy, as soon as I think, should I be kissing this girl, it's time to kiss her. It means she's ready because, well, why else would I think that?
Right. Good thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's what most rapists say.
Go ahead. So what is the groundbreak? What was the move?
So the first move is...
Second I see a girl, I think I should be kissing her.
Exactly.
Right, but go ahead.
No, I think, is she ready for it? So the first move is... I would tell her that she smelled nice, right?
Go ahead.
And I'd lean in, I'd kind of smell her down from like the top of the neck down to the bottom of the neck.
Okay, you smell
He
them.
said it works for dogs, so I don't know.
Right. And no one has a problem with that. No one's going to say you can't smell me.
And once you lean in and smell her, you're now
You're close.
You're close, and then you back off. It's a safe thing, and we discuss a little bit smell and how we're hardwired to respond when people smell us. It's like dogs; they get all the information they need from about mating and things. It's a natural response, and I talk about that for a little bit.
Right.
Really? And the truth is this. Here's the funny thing that I realized after the game. I thought this was maybe a trick to get someone to kiss me. I really realized this is all to make myself comfortable actually kissing her.
Right.
But I'll give you the rest of it really quickly.
Yes.
So second move is I talk about hair pulling. That's the other thing I would talk about how, kittens would grab each other by the scruff of the neck and we're kind of wired to respond, or lions would bite each other's manes when making love. And I'd kind of say, and my favorite thing when I had hair was when someone would kind of reach up and pull the back of my hair, and I'd actually do that with her if she didn't have extensions. That's the one.
Really?
So I kind of take her and I pull her hair back, and in a firm, quick, kind of nice feeling way.
Really?
That was step 2. Yeah.
That's insane.
But at that point, they're not going to have a problem with it. Maybe we've been talking for 20 minutes at that point if I just met her or something.
Okay.
So that was step 2. Then you back off a little bit.
Did you ever accidentally pull off a wig like a chick was going through chemo? No.
I learned the hard way about the extensions.
Okay.
So the third step, and this is the crazy one, was I would say, but the most interesting thing, and what you're doing is you're not just getting her comfortable with safe touch, you're also demonstrating you know something about a woman and sexuality.
Right.
So the third step was, I would say, but the best parts of the body, the parts that never see the sunlight, the parts that bend the most, and I'd say like that part on the opposite side of your elbow.
Yeah.
And that part under your leg. And if she was comfortable with it, I'd touch both parts.
Really?
And the next step is I would say, you know what? Next time you're with a guy, you got to have him bite you there. It'll drive you nuts. And she'd say, okay. And I'd say, what the hell? I'd grab her arm and I'd bite her right there.
Really?
Yeah. And literally in the middle of